How are we doing today, fellas? Good morning. Do I have the blinds? Rare gamer moments where I actually have the blinds to let the sun in, because it's kind of a cute day outside. You know what? It sounded nice. What's up, chat, man? How you doing today, dude? What's up, Eugene? What's up, Harrietta? What's up, LBW? I've heard positive remarks over Pokemon Gamma Emerald. The honest answer is I just don't really play Pokemon games outside of PokeMMO. I know it sounds really funny / silly, but it's true. I'm definitely more of a PokeMMO guy over everything, so I don't see myself playing, you know, that sort of ROM hack or that kind of game anytime soon, but it makes me really happy they exist, and I hope people enjoy them, you know? I was interested, thinking the Discord join link was in the team for that I'm gonna join, but we as a community, mostly me, but it's for the Ironman. Oh, that's cool. Discord join link was in the team for any Ironman to join. Maybe I'll have to play that by ear / like check out the Discord myself. If you want to like send me a link to that Discord over in Discord DMs, I'll check it out. You know, I'm not gonna just put a Discord link, you know, somewhere where I'm endorsing it because I don't know, you know, the product. But I'd love to try it out. Hopefully that's reasonable. All right. Dude, it's really crazy. Guilds have popping off. We have 90 people in the team. I hopped online today. People are like talking about like Jimmy run strategies and stuff. It's fucking cool, dude. It's really beautiful. All right, I'm still waking up, boys. I'm a little slow, a little groggy, a little eepy. Step competition. Yes, I need to. I saw the link. I didn't click it yet. I'm gonna be honest. I saw the link, didn't click it yet. Bro, also, I've been getting less steps than I know. I did really good over the weekend and like Monday, and then I think, what's my steps this week look like? Maybe I did almost 5K yesterday. I did 4,300 yesterday. I had 800 steps on Tuesday. Holy! I need to touch grass, boys. That's fucked up. 800 steps in a full day. That's like bed rotting. I think that was the day where I was really busy with work, and then my wife came home and she didn't want to walk her because she had a big interview the next day. So I think that was a day where it was a hard, chilled day to let my wife prep for that. But I could have gone for a walk. 200 steps this week, based. I've done 200. I've done 214 today, but obviously that will. The day's just started. We'll get there. Downloaded Stinky. We'll get there. We'll get there. Dude, congratulations on the Suicune. Iron Chapman, yes sir. It says you're currently let me know whenever you're on busy. Sorry, this is the longest. I'm not gonna lie, I'm juicing the intro because I started live so early. I want to give people, we're gonna run through the daily news. I don't know how you guys have, I've always talked to you guys like this though. It's kind of a cool little wholesome little memer. I don't know how you guys have been feeling. I've really been enjoying like starting every stream. I don't know if you've noticed, because the Ironman takes up so much of the stream time, like for now, right? I don't really have as many opportunities to go for clips for the stream recap, right? So to fix that, what I've been doing is I start every stream and every stream recap with like PokeMMO forum suggestions of upcoming events. Like I have like a list of like tangible things to like go over when I start every stream, and I always like had that to some extent. Like I always started the stream with like 3 to 5 talking points, like a notepad document. But now I've really tried to work hard on having stuff prepared prior to stream. So I hopefully people enjoy it. Milk, yeah. Speaking of milk in the intro, I'm gonna go use the restroom really quick. I'm so sorry. I took 2 sips of Baja Blast, and it fucking goes through me, man. Okay. Everybody always says diet soda is just as bad as regular soda. Which is scientifically not true. However, nobody is providing the argument that diet soda gives you the shits. That might be the argument you fucking actually have. That's kind of... Anyways, TMI. I'm gonna be right back. Give me 3 minutes maybe. I'll try to be quick. I'll be right back. Okay. We're so back. We're so back. Okay. Stop. Don't try to rage bait me. It's 11:30 a.m. Don't try to rage bait me, Clarko. Get out of here. My moderators can't rage bait. Come on. Come on. I hate that the word chemicals has become a buzzword. Like that, man. Anyways. The Alpha Espeon, good luck. There is an Alpha Espeon spawn right now in Johto. I can't access it on the Ironman, unfortunately, but to those who can, good luck. Hell yeah. Great. Dude, could you imagine? Shalfa Espeon would be like bone-chillingly gorgeous. Shalfa Espeon would look so nice. What's up, Drooby Dooby? God, I fucking love Twitch chat names. What's up, dude? Yo, I'm so sorry. I'm going to unmute. I'm sorry. For some reason, alerts were muted. I'm going to replay that for you, Tarek. Thank you so much, man, for the Twitch Prime. Am I early? You're a little early, man. I'm a little early. We're all a little early. Good morning, dude. So we become moderators. Yeah, you rage bait long enough. You get moderator privileges. That's amazing. So fucking real. Thank you so much, Tarek. Hopefully the content's been helpful or positive to your day in some way. Maybe it's got you a laugh, a cringe, a helpful little tip. About trying GD1. Dude, fucking hell yeah. I actually need to like do a if you're from Retro Pat, I need to do like a Retro Pat channel update at some point because I'm gonna be so maybe, but I think the real meme is I'm hoping the Dungeon Defenders bug will come back. But I actually haven't played Dungeon Defenders, I think in like 2 months. But you can't even tell on the channel because I pre-recorded so many videos. I think I love Dungeon Defenders. It's literally like my 4th or 5th favorite game of all time. And it's the most underrated game in the world, in my opinion. It's so good. But I think my series might be coming to, I don't want to say an end, but like a temporary end, you know? I think it's run its course. All good things must come to an end. Anyways. Woo, let's jump into it, fellas. Giving up already? For reference, I've been making Dungeon Defenders videos for that channel for 2 years. for reference. I think I didn't realize. Dude, level 100. Yeah, I'm honored to hear. You're too kind, DMG. That's what I try to make content. I love niche little hobbies, DMG, like PokeMMO, like Dungeon Defenders, right? And I try to make content that I know that I would like to watch. Like, I love getting sucked into a hobby and like watching YouTube videos forward and yada, yada, yada. I just try to be that for hobbies that don't have that, but they deserve it. Like, Dungeon Defenders is a sick game. It deserves a daily content creator. PokeMMO is a beautiful game. It deserves and I'm lucky to be that for PokeMMO. But it's tough to sustain for 2 games, you know? Anyways, okay. I can't be that for every game. What it comes down to. Someone else has got to take up the sword. Alrighty. Alrighty, fellas. I think it's time we go ahead and jump into things. Good morning, good morning. My name is Patrouski. Welcome to PokeMMO Stream Recap 333. Kind of a cool number. Your daily source of Pokemon news, tips, tricks, information, and just general discussion inside the community. I'm going to be doing some XP training, a lot of grinding today on the Ironman. I'm not going to lie. If you want to see weekly Ironman progress videos, they come out every Sunday. The previous 2 ones, episode 1 was 3 hours long. Episode 2 was 2.5 hours long, and I'm trying to cut them out and make them as succinct as possible. It's just a lot of stuff, a lot of content. 144 hours have already been spent on the Ironman, which is crazy to think about. Anyways, let's jump into our actual daily news, right? The thing you guys are here for, upcoming catch events, community suggestions, what people are talking about. Let's jump into it. So first things first, upcoming catch events, easy stuff. I've talked about this one before, but there's a new one that just got posted, I think today. There is a upcoming Drifloon catch event, the 31st of May, 2025, of course. That's the current year. 3 p.m. ET, that's my time zone, so I do a little converter for you. You can use this or click the forum. You can check the forum post yourself over on the PokeMMO official forums under official events. That's where all catch events are posted, but it's kind of annoying to check that every single day, which is why I like to try to spread the information, spread the news. Valley Windworks Sinnoh, 1 hour to catch as many Drifloon, Patrouski, Shinx, and Bidoof as possible. Modest and Bold are the nature bonuses, and the first place prize is a shiny Drifloon, which is really nice. Catch events are amazing if you've never done them before. I have plenty of guides and videos that explain catch events. They're a really good event for new players, intermediate players, and pretty good for veteran players. Fall off of them a little bit because the prizes aren't as good for them, but they break up monotony and are just fun and engaging the community, which is also amazing for Endgame and veteran players. And it's also just cool to say that you've won a catch event. Trying to win a catch event is really, really hard. It usually takes like hundreds of catch events. It's tough, man. So first place prize for this upcoming one on what's going on May 31st is a Drifloon. This will actually be during my streamathon, which also is coming up this Saturday. Next up, new catch event posted 18 hours ago, very, very recently. A Lillipup catch event. Sorry, confused my L Pokemon. 2nd of June. So the first June catch event scheduled. 2nd of June, Monday, 1 p.m. ET. I can do this catch event on the Ironman. This will be a good Monday catch event to get into the week. Route 1 Unova. The beauty of this is even if you don't have Unova done or unlocked, you could actually, if you come from a different region, you could make sure you stock up on Pokeballs before you go to the next region. Make sure you do that. And then just go over to Unova, pick a starter Pokemon, and pretty much just participate in this catch event pretty ASAP, right? So just prepare for that if you want to. Route 1 Unova. 1 hour to catch as many Lillipups and Patrats as possible. The nature bonuses are very funny. Plus 10 for Adamant, minus 10 for Modest. I like the severe nature bonus, is kind of interesting. And then a shiny Lillipup is the prize. Shiny Lillipup, your choice of nature. You get 3 times 31 and then 3 times 28. So it's almost a perfect shiny, plus 1,000 reward points for free. So if you don't care about the shinies, the RP for free is always super nice. And that's the 2 catch events upcoming that are scheduled at the moment. Next up, we have some community suggestions. Now, suggestions have been added pretty fairly. I actually saw Xanarchy talk about that. I super agree. Xanarchy said on the forums he's seen like 40 or so, 30 or 40 suggestions actually added to the game. So I do think the devs take the suggestion box pretty seriously. And they do really look at it. It's not always, 30 to 40 added when in terms of, I'm sure hundreds, maybe even 1,000 have been suggested, but that just makes sense, right? Oh yeah, Tarake's actually in chat. What are the odds? I was about to glaze. That's so funny. Tarake, I know you just Twitch primed, but you have to believe me. I was about to glaze this post about how well it was written before I even knew that you were a viewer and before you Twitch primed, okay? So for future reference, keep that in mind. Now, Tarek makes a post on the forums saying to add a cash on delivery system to mail trades, and he presents it and writes it all very, very, very well. Little like college thesis paper over here with a summary. Why is this needed? Let's talk about what it is, right? I'd like to propose the implementation of a cash on delivery service, aka COD or Call of Duty. True. System for the in-game mail feature in PokeMMO. This system would allow players to safely buy and sell Pokemon or items through the mail with an automatic payment only being made when the buyer collects that item or Pokemon. This is really important because one of the most common scams are mostly not common in Pokemon because you get banned if you try to scam in Pokemon. But the most common type of scam is Ditto Box scamming. And that is usually done through the mail. And you can scam, hundreds of Dittos and millions of Pokeyen in one quick transaction, which is kind of brutal. So it's a big thing to watch out for. Why this? He'll jump into that and explain that. Why this is needed. Over the years, many of us have traded rare Pokemon, boxes of Dittos is the big one, breeding resources, event shinies, or expensive items through trust-based mailing. This method exposes players to risk because there's no guarantee the seller will sell as promised. There's no guarantee the buyer will pay after receiving the goods. It's actually kind of crazy with all the new players coming in and asking me like, hey, how do I not? There are solidified ways and solid ways to make sure if you get scammed that the person who scams you gets banned, and you can really raise the likelihood of you getting your items or goods returned or Pokeyen returned. But that part's not foolproof. You might not get your stuff back, and you can't really avoid getting scammed in Pokemon in terms of Ditto boxes with the current system, right? You can in certain ways, but it's way less efficient, and it's kind of crazy how much trust trading happens. It's kind of crazy. I'm just gonna skim through this. We're not gonna go through if you want to read the full forum post in depth, please go check out the forums. But I'm just gonna skim through this. It goes over the positives and negatives, and I agree with them. There's not really many negatives aside from possible mail spam, time expiry. You'd have to send stuff back. It's really just dev time. UI complexity and dev time, I think, is a big thing. It even brings up a possible tax system where they could add an extra gold sync or a Pokeyen sync with this. He really took his time and really laid this out well. If you want to see this fully in depth, go check it out. But I think a cash on some sort of system that makes it so you can box trade, cash on delivery, whatever it is, right? We talk about this for many months now. It saves the players stress, it saves the players stress, scams, headaches, annoyances, trust issues, and the big seller is that it saves the developers time. Every time someone scams someone in PokeMMO, because scamming is against the rules, this is why most MMOs actually don't make scamming against the rules, because then it becomes a he said she said battle of trying to decipher who scammed, who did what, was it actually a scam, like yada yada yada. So every time a scam happens, Pokemon has to look into like the case individually and look into the details and hope that you have evidence. It's a pain in the butt. It would save so much developer time and so much customer service time if we had a system in place to just take care of that. So there's a big benefit there. I liked this guy's post because he's so based, for lack of a better way. He's so upfront about it, okay? I respect this guy. Is he a little hot-headed? A little off the hinges here? Yes, okay? But he puts the salt emoji before and after his message, okay? Let's go through this. This is fix the Hoenn Battle Frontier, please. All right, dudes, this is ridiculous. Great start. Hoenn is such an old region, even in PokeMMO, yet it's still bugged as hell, not to mention missing content, but okay, that's not the worst, actually. Challenges which are supposed to work are a joke. Battle Factory, game takes away held items from you right after a one battle. Okay, he's being a little hot-headed, but this is a big problem. The game, like, taking off your choice bands, your choice stars, your life orbs, whatever, right? If this, I haven't experienced this bug personally because I haven't tested this, but this is a really bad bug that could really matter for people on Ironman accounts or people trying to do the Battle Factory for fun. You shouldn't have to worry about this bug, right? Not fixed for years. I managed to get a 40 win streak and the game decided to take away my lead Pokemon. Imagine that. It just randomly left me with 2 versus 3. Like, this would drive me crazy. If I was a player playing the Battle Factory for fun, I don't know if maybe this is an intended mechanic and it's like a challenge thing. I have no idea. I honestly don't know, to be fair. I'm taking this guy at face value, so keep that in mind. Maybe they do take away a mon to make it 2 versus 3 to make it more difficult. I could see that. I don't know. I have no idea, honestly. I managed to win 3 battles like that and then unfairly lost because some of the damned bug. Yes, that's why I'm so salty right now. I respect a person who admits, you know what, I'm mad. This may not be 100% presented well, but there's probably something that you could charitably glean from this, right? I got a win streak in other modes, which we're going to continue. I think myself something just to rub it off. I get the frustration. Is he a little harsh? You know, yes, but I think it's understandable to be rightfully frustrated about a mechanic that hasn't been fixed since it's been introduced in 2015. Reasonable crash out. I think we're in the era of reasonable crash outs. Could he have been a little nicer to the devs? Sure, but I don't know. I think unfinished poor work is a pretty fair critique. It's a little harsh, but it's not like he's not being toxic, in my opinion. Like, what the hell? Like, you know, does a sentence like "what the hell?" question mark add value to the? Not really, but we're getting into semantics. I think it's fine for the most part. I respect his acknowledgement of it. Fix it so future players won't get mad and disappointed like me. This is a based individual. I'm surprised nobody's pointing it out. I know it's not the most popular activity, but it is in the game, unfinished and bugged. Come on now, salt emoji. I can respect this. I think this is a fair way to a reasonable crash out. Nothing here was too harsh. Yeah, I think the devs get overly shit on and the people are too harsh to them a lot, but I think that was a fair, understandable crash out. Next up, I am so biased. This is something that I've been talking about, I think, for about a year now, maybe a year and a half, is that I think the number, and I could be wrong, what do I know? Just because I have 10,000 hours does not mean I understand, like, markets and economy and everything about the PokeMMO game. It's a very, very deep game, and it doesn't mean I know, like, what would fix or what would solve things, right? This guy advocates to decrease the frequency of alpha spawns, which is something I've talked about. I believe that alphas are the main deterrent for the current Pokemon market, and I think I could be wrong, I believe they're the main reason for lowering the price of all good IV Pokemon across the board. I think that alongside Dittos, but that's a weird problem right now because Shittos are so cheap and the good IV Dittos are so Shittos are so expensive, but good IV Dittos are so cheap. It's a really weird problem to solve now. We kind of walked ourselves into a sticky situation. But good IV Pokemon are cheaper than ever. One of my favorite money-making methods I used to recommend to players was on Route 1s in Unova, Kanto, etc. You could go catch flying male egg group Pokemon with 31 attack or 31, and they'd be worth like 8k, maybe like 6k at the lowest, like 6 to 8k, right? 31 IVs have really good, decent value in Pokemon because you always breed them up, right? The problem is, look what's happened. This price has fucking tanked from 6 to 8k down to 3.5. I think it was like 6k for female flying egg group and like 8k for male. Now, female flying egg group 31 attacks are 3k, whereas males are 3,500 to 4k, right? They've really tanked down in price. And this has positives and negatives to the market. The problem is that this makes it harder for new players to make Pokeyen, right? We get to the price. Oh, I'm stupid. One sec. Thank you. Sorry about that. Good call, chat. There we go. Sorry about that. Whoops. Caught. Okay. Male flying egg group 31 attack is now 3,500 Pokeyen, right? Maybe like 4k. Females are 4k, 3k, right? These used to be 6 to 8k a piece. These have halved in price, quite literally. They've lost 100% or 50%. What's the math? I don't know, bro. A lot of value, right? It's tough because now it's harder for new players to make Pokeyen. Catching Pokemon for egg groups and selling as breeders used to be one of the best new player money making methods. I don't suggest it anymore, and I can't suggest it anymore in good faith because it's not good Pokeyen per hour for most Pokemon. You can still catch certain things like Torkoals with Drought or Ninkadas or Dittos to make decent profit, but this is... It's really hurt. This used to be like the best beginner money making method, and it really hurt beginner money making methods. Yes, as someone said in chat, I super agree. It's positives and negatives. The positive is that now it is easier for newer players to get into PvP and to build PVM Pokemon. So it's not just, you know, any market, anything's positive, negatives. I'm never gonna sit here and say like, oh yeah, this is just bad, yada yada. I do think it's overall bad for the game. I think the negatives are more because you don't want to just keep lowering the value of every good to where it's super fucking cheap and they don't have value, because then the problem is you have people building Pokemon like 5x31 competitives, raid Pokemon, etc., and these Pokemon don't hold their value. That's the main problem, is that the value keeps going down, right? If a new player builds a 5x31 Pelipper for 800k and then in 2 years it's worth 600k, 500k, like that feels like fucking shit, right? That feels really bad. That the money is like the value is going down because we have too many good IV Pokemon in the game, and things aren't holding their value. And that's, yeah, Pokemon are being reduced to base price. That's a really easy sign of like a poor economy, in my opinion. It's very similar to like in RuneScape, you have something called like the high alchemy. RuneScape, you know, it's been in the game, it's been around for so long. If an item reaches its high alchemy value, that's not a good thing. That's usually like, oh fuck, this item's kind of fucked. If it's been like power crept to crab, like a rune plate body, that's fine. But you really don't want things to reach their like bottom out price. That's not a sign of a healthy economy. And I really feel it's really sad. Pokemon are just going down and down and down and down in value. I always say the hardest thing about balancing a Pokemon MMO is sinking good IV Pokemon out of the game. How do you do that effectively? And the breeding system was how Pokemon always did it. But now players, number one, don't need to breed as much because of the guaranteed alpha catches, the 2x31s. And people just also don't need to catch for profit. You can just go catch alphas. And the price of 31s is just dramatically fallen. And it's just really sad to me, in my opinion. So really easy forum post basically just says, hey, we should change it to like twice an IRL day. I've advocated for right now. We get like 3 or 4 alpha spawns every single IRL day. Okay, because it's every like 6 hours ish in game. It's not quite, but I've advocated for reducing it to 1 alpha spawn a day, and I know that like is a hard pill to swallow or hurts to hear, because obviously your brain goes to, oh well, like, you know, like I already miss alpha spawns all the time. Patrouski, you know, last night an alpha Ditto spawned, like, and I missed it. That sucks. If it's 1 spawn a day, it's gonna feel even worse. The problem is when you have more spawns, the value goes down, right? So you're having a higher quantity, but the value of the mons is down anyway. So it should be an equal exchange where, yes, you might be able to catch less alphas, but therefore less supply is coming into the market. The same demand is there. Prices go up. It really just should even out, right? It should be like a clean wash, but just be positive for the market, right? To my basic understanding, right? So I would love to see less alpha spawned. I've advocated for 1 spawn an IRL day. I would love to see it lowered to 2 a day and just see how that, maybe I'm being too drastic. Maybe 2 a day is fine. Maybe the other option is lowering the guaranteed IVs to 1 times 31, but keeping the same amount of spawns. I think it's better personally to keep it at 2 times 31 because the alpha fights are pretty difficult. They're pretty tough. I think you should get a pretty cool reward for doing them. So I think 2 times 31, and then I think 2 times 31 is ideal, and then only having less spawns. That's my opinion, but obviously feel free to share your own. Feel free to make suggestions posts, forum posts. I will try to always show off the suggestion posts and the forums that I think are really interesting, really positive for the game on the stream as an extra way to incentivize people for caring about the game and wanting to positively improve it for the better. So thanks for watching this little intro and the daily news for PokeMMO. Let's go ahead and jump into the actual stream recap itself. I'm going to get some XP grinding, and I'll see you guys with any more news, tips, tricks, questions, or anything else. Always join the live stream to come ask your own questions and possibly see them in the stream recap themselves. What if alphas with other alphas? The problem, I don't, maybe I'd have to think about that. I've never really thought about that. It could be fine. Limit able to catch 1 a day, but keep spawns. That's an interesting idea. The problem is that introduces a new element of feels bad, where it's like, oh, do I catch the 10 a.m. alpha Rhydon, or do I like not catch that in case a Ditto spawns later? That feels kind of shitty, where it's like, oh, like I caught the 11 a.m. alpha Jinx, but now there's a Ditto at 10 p.m. Fuck, like that would kind of that could be a feels bad for the player. Yes, alphas are supposed to be like a pseudo rare Pokemon. I just don't think they really are anymore. Flow Market gifting 5. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, dude. What's up, dude? Thank you, thank you, thank you. I think that'd be a little too complicated, Chatterman, but I could be wrong. Seeking a third just to access the catch. Yo, Flow Market gifting 5. Thank you, fucking thank you, thank you. Holy, thank you, 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 man. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, like not to shill my Discord, but like the Discord's only so good because of the people in it. People are so good about calling alpha spawns in my Discord. It's kind of the go-to place for alphas, Phenos, Swarms. I have re-signed up for the alpha Swarms Phenos role in my own Discord because I need to follow them for my thing. Dude, thank you for linking the. I can't believe you got the fucking 2 Charmanders. Like that was so crazy, man. Holy shit. I once again, that might be good for the market. It's really, balancing video games is really hard. I like the ideas, Kudoi's, you're being creative, and I respect that. I think that making a whole new item just to be able to breed alphas, I think we're overcomplicating things, in my opinion. You don't want to, I could be wrong. I think we're like, I don't think creating a whole new item just to specifically breed that would be really stressful and annoying for new players. Imagine having to like, oh, you didn't buy the alpha brace, you bought the normal brace, and the new player's like, wow, what the f, I didn't know there was 2 different braces. Imagine like a new player accidentally buys the alpha brace, they don't know the difference. Like I think it's a tough, you don't want to overcomplicate things. Showcase the Banette quickly. It's kind of a secret meme, Shag. There you go, boom boom, there you go, secret meme. That's not a bad, that's an interesting idea, Brewski. I wonder if that would be better or worse for the market. I think it's just okay if you miss an alpha. The alphas are to last for 75 minutes or whatever. I think it's okay, you know? I don't know. Alrighty. Alrighty, fellas, another beautiful morning on the Ironman account. I'm just doing a lot of grinding today. Today is a grindy day, like I talked about, like I promised in this episode. I am just going to be XP training my Bayonet. First and foremost, I want to be able to frisk, thief, powerful items, things like Everstones, which are going to be needed for every single Pokemon down the road. Breeding is the best way to get good IV Pokemon in PokeMMO, so having a stack of hundreds of Everstones is crucial, and right now, I'm struggling to get 1 at a time, and that feels terrible. So I'm going to get this thing up to as high a level as possible. It's current level 59 here, starting in the morning. We're at 12,677 encounters. I'll see you guys closer to a later level on the Bayonets, and then if we XP train or work towards another Pokemon today, we'll see that. I didn't start a stream recap thing yet. See a good question. PokeMMO stream recap 333. Okay. Yo, Pat, I was thinking about something. Should Ironman only be able to raid with other Ironman players? Your thoughts? This is a really good question, and we need to have a lot of discussion as a community to figure out what we want with that and what our rule should be. Right now, my rule is just Ironman could raid with everybody. This is because I think it just becomes too complicated. There's not really enough Ironman pragmatically, but this happens. Okay, this is a thing in old school RuneScape. Whenever you raid as an Ironman, you can't share or split the drops, but that's not a problem in PokeMMO. We don't have shared or split drops, if that makes sense. I would argue raids are difficult enough, and there's not enough Ironmen, where I think it's probably fine for Ironmen to, what's it called, to be allowed to raid with other players. I think if you force yourself into Ironman only raids, I think it becomes too impragmatic is the best. Like, it's not really viable as much. It would really inhibit us from being able to do raids. Imagine like having to rerun raids with someone else because like there's only so many Ironmen. They can't find a group that hasn't done it yet. Like, that's gonna become a real problem. I feel like organizing a team and doing structured raids the same way you would on a main account is totally fine on an Ironman. The difficulty comes, in my personal opinion, obviously we could have discussion, the difficulty comes from having to create all of your own raid Pokemon. That's hard, right? That's hard enough, right? And that's the whole thing. And this is the case with Ironman and in old school RuneScape, where they have to grab all their own gear, right? Now, if I were, now the counter thing is, if I were a main account and I saw an Ironman wanting to join our team, I would be like, let me see your Pokemon. Because there's a way higher chance that person is going to be the weakest link to the raid. And as a main account, I would be a little more harsh about letting Ironman join my raids. I'm sorry. I think that's fair. I think Ironman should have to kind of deal with that. Like, you either need to have a really good raid team and fucking live up to the don't let your team down, or pass up on raids and be okay with that for the temporary time being, right? We don't even have any active raids. It's the perfect time to start the Ironman, because we don't have any active raids right now, right? We only have what's it called? We don't have right to the event season. You have a whole team of Ironman soon. The problem is 91 Ironmen is not enough to do, like, I'm sorry, but that's not enough to like get groups of 4 people and to like everybody to meet at the perfect times. Do you think 91 of these people will be playing the account by the time the event season comes around? Not to be harsh, but like, you know, it makes sense. As well as we'll have the raid. It wouldn't surprise me. To be fair, I don't know how popular Ironman will get, but it's going to be hard for me to get proper raid teams ahead of the event season. I would bet you less than 100 Ironmen, probably less than. I would bet you around. The problem is I just don't know how many people. Maybe people will take it way more seriously and blow me out of the water, which would be an amazing thing to see and a great expectation. But I would guess maybe 100 people. No, not even. I'm sorry. 10 Ironmen, 10 to 20 Ironmen will have raid ready teams by the time this event season rolls around. It's hard, man. Like, not that many people are gonna have. Not people are gonna have the time. I think Ironman only raids would be too extreme, personally. But I love the extra restrictions, so I respect it. The problem is we have different raid systems comparatively to OSRS, right? So we don't have the issue of splitting drops. But I think the biggest thing would be, the biggest downside is getting your own Pokemon, getting your own items. And I think it's totally fair. If I were a main account and someone said, hey, I'm an Ironman, can I join your raid? I would be like, let me see your Pokemon. Like, maybe not. As main account, as main players, I would tell you guys to be very harsh as a judge on Ironman. And don't be afraid and don't be ashamed to turn down Ironman from joining your raid if their Pokemon don't stack up, okay? If they're like almost as good or almost, you know, don't be like rude or super exclusionary just because you hate Ironman or something like that. But I could definitely see it's on the Ironman to have our raid Pokemon be good enough for those raids, for sure. Pass on to the labor that's got it. I mean, if my shit's not good enough, dude, absolutely. Yeah. Imagine doing Ironman and trying to find like you're just not gonna find enough people. Yeah. The Third Age, the fucking bomb ass video game. Sure. I mean, I haven't played it in a long time, but I loved this game growing up. It was so. I wasn't a huge Lord of the Rings fan, but I fucking loved this game, and I loved the turn-based combat, and I loved the world. It was so cool. All of the visuals felt so beautiful for the time. Raids for a new player. Raids are a 4-player cooperative activity where it's like 4 people versus 1 big boss. Damage is capped. So you can only do like 6%. It depends on the level of the raid. But it's like some big souped up boss ass Pokemon, like a slacking raid, for example. The raid Pokemon get to move like 3 to 4 times in 1 turn. It's really difficult. I can like link some videos maybe. Raid guide PokeMMO. Surely I have some sort of raid guide. I have a playlist on my channel called PokeMMO Raids. Here you go. Oh, there you go. Thank you so much. There you go, Cody. Raids are hard. At least, I mean, not even hard. I'm bad at explaining raids verbally. There's a lot to explain. Shadowfino? Yeah, okay, huge. We go there, boys. Honored to hear it. Welcome, welcome. Defluo? If I butchered the name, let me know. Welcome, welcome. The reward is unique, specific alpha Pokemon with a specific particle. They're like unique to each holiday event. There's no there's only 1 active raid right now. There's only 1 permanent raid. Unfortunately, raids aren't permanent right now. Aside from Heatran, Heatran's the only permanent raid, and the reward for Heatran is having access to Heatran. The amount of ditto farming to create your own raid team. Yeah, yes, it's gotta be. Event season starts October 31st. Well, depends if you prepare ahead of time, right? To get it right? Okay, I'm honored to hear that. Hell yeah, dude. Early stream. What's up, Spidge? Speaking of Heatran, his king appears. What's up, Spidget? What's up, Eldritch / Rex? What's up, dude? Yes. Thank you. I don't know why. Sorry, Rumel. You're right. Let's go, Shadowfino. Okay. I love my fucking new tux, by the way. I appreciate whoever said to go do the mystery boxes. Just because buying the tux was worth it. I'll have to check that, Vincer. That's insane. It actually, I love the tux with the fucking ears, bro. Village Bridge. Is this? No, Driftveil Drawbridge. Is this over here? Okay. It's definitely faster to just go here. I'm gonna get the black screen glitch, aren't I? Yeah. It's crazy how consistent you can get that bug. Like, pretty wild. This is not the right way, is it? This is not the right way, is it? Need to catch him Pokemon. What was that bug? If you fly to 2 places too quickly, your screen goes black, and then you have to go inside the PC to go back out to reset it. You can do it like I do it all the time. It's like really crazy. I just fly to the wrong place all the time. That's the real shmeem. I have a video. If you look up like black screen glitch PokeMMO, or like I have a video on it, so it's like a 1-minute video. All right, apparently there is a Shadowfino over on Driftveil Drawbridge over in Unova. Did I pass it on accident? Did I miss it? Hopefully it's not gone. Oh, hopefully it's not gone. What was this called? 11:59. It's called 4 minutes ago. Surely it's not. Surely it's not gone. Did I miss it? It was called 4 minutes ago. Did chat see it? Dude, that is why Phenos are so brutal. Someone found it as quickly as they could. That's so brutal. I think it's gone. That's so brutal, man. Phenos can last so quickly, and they just... That's how you gotta get the Pokedex complete. So you gotta go check every single one when you can, dude. Unlucky. Under the bridge. He showed a screenshot. It wasn't under the... I don't know. Maybe there is no under the bridge. You're just memeing. I don't even fucking know, which is the funny part. Hold on. Generator. We fucking yeah, we already got the fucked up thing is we already got a Lulamola, which is actually so good. It's one of the most important memers to get. relog. I think it's probably just gone, but it got to be quicker than that. Yeah. Do not give us level more generator. Did you get Moltres? Maybe. I don't want to. I'm so annoying about it though. I know it is annoying. I feel like you gotta watch the, what's it called? I think it's just gone, guys, but I could be wrong. Got it yesterday. No spoilers. It's okay. I want to just encourage people to watch the fucking meme race. You just showed it. Yeah, but it's, you gotta catch it with your fast eyes. Okay. Wow, spoiled. I know. The fight was so fucking good. Watch the Sunday video at W. Should I look at a little Mola? My Ironman luck, I feel like I'm gonna go like wet for a shiny as well. My Ironman luck is legit insane. It feels, my Ironman luck consistently feels quite good. What are else worth it? For an Ironman, absolutely. For a new player, it's fine. I wouldn't recommend it. Payday pickup has just been power crept really hard. It's not really as good, but like, but also pure yen methods are, if you want to like watch movies and like zone out and make Pokeyen, it's totally valid. It's totally, you know. Want to play Dota? No, thank you. But I appreciate the invite. That's fair. It might have been worth the relog if when I was still there. Yeah, it just feels, yeah. Yo, PDA, 17 months. Thank you so fucking much. That's actually crazy. Thank you, man, for the fucking 17 months of support is ridiculously consistent. Hopefully the streams are still a little cringe. Good? I don't know, man. Thank you. Dude, congrats. A really, should have used fake out. I'm never going to live this fake out meme down. Congrats, dude. 168 is really fucking insane. Congratulations. A really good catch, man. Hell yeah. On Saturday, right now, oh, you bring up a good point. Good point. Wow, Mr. Totally Not Sponsored Chatter, you bring up a fantastic point. How long is the streamathon going to be on Saturday? Really, really great question. Firstly, there's going to be a streamathon on Saturday, this coming May 31st, where I will be shiny hunting a ton on the Ironman account, as well as opening mysterious balls on the main account, as well as giving out prize box Pokemon on the main account for fun, and then also giving out prize box Pokemon to anybody who gets a shiny at the same spot that I'm shunting at during that stream. Now, currently, the stream is only scheduled to be 2 hours, but it could be extended by Twitch subs during. One Twitch sub, whether gifted or not, will be like plus 2 minutes, I think. And then, because it's mostly meant to encourage Factor subs and HelloFresh subs. My HelloFresh sponsorship has ended. My Factor sponsorship has just begun. They're actually owned by the same company, hilariously, and they're two different products that offer very different things. HelloFresh, which just ended, ships ingredients to your door and helps people get into cooking and learn cooking. And it's a really good way to get like fairly priced portioned ingredients with really fucking tasty meals, like legitimately really good. Factor is what I call them bougie TV dinners. They're, imagine growing up, I always wanted to eat like microwaved food, like Hot Pockets, until I was 40. Okay, unfortunately, if I did that, I would die at 30. Okay, Factor is meal prep without all the work, all the cooking. It's at a really, with your first box, if you get your first box using the link in the description, you get 50% off. I'm not memeing. With that deal, it's really fucking worth it. It's really, really good, really worth to try. If you want to discontinue afterwards, I totally get it if it's like out of your range or not really worth it to you. With the discount, with how expensive food is right now, 50% off of food feels really fucking good. It feels really nice. Factor was unironically a game changer for me during the previous shiny war. I would have not been able to focus on shiny hunting without having my nutrients just taken care of for me. It's really good, delicious meals. I always praise Factor for they season the crap out of their vegetables and you really notice it. It's really, really tasty. You can try a bunch of different foods. There's like Indian dishes, a lot of chicken dishes, Parmesan chicken, like kind of like pasta dishes, rice dishes, a lot of like Hispanic dishes. There's a lot of really beautiful fucking foods with Factor, and I really recommend it. It's really easy. If you, HelloFresh is like, oh, you have an hour after work, you want to cook, have fun, whatever. Factor is, are you really busy? Are you really tired? Are you really, you know, are you stressed? You know, you want to have your nutrients taken care of for you. Factor does it. They give you really good nutritional value, really tasty meals, being super fucking healthy and while being really well priced with the deal. The deal is legitimately very, very good. And it's the best way to support the stream by far. It's the best way to, if you ever wanted to support the stream, ever wanted to donate, sub, etc. Factor is a win-win-win because it supports the stream, gets you food, and we also add hours to the streamathon, as you can see over here. Every single Factor sub will add 1 hour to the streamathon, as well as I will open 10 mysterious Pokeballs per Factor sub / HelloFresh sub, as well as I will give away an extra prize box Pokemon at random to people in chat, as well as if you get 10 Factor subs, I'll buy a piece of background decor, like the British flag you can see back there. I love very, very much. And we have some like meme ones that if we ever get to them, sure. If we get to 20 Factor subs, we'll have to decide that, I guess. But that's kind of, we'll see what happens, right? But check out the streamathon this upcoming Saturday for more information on that, and subscribe to Factor. It's the best way to support my content, allow me to do it full time, and put more time and energy into the Ironman series, especially if that's something you've been enjoying. Thank you so much for listening to this little read, and I hope you enjoy Factor as much as I do. I legitimately really, really do like it, and I only take sponsorships from products that I believe in. So check out Factor. It's for a very busy type of person. I used to, dude, I'm gonna be honest, Henny, I'm fucking old, man. Nowadays, like, you don't want to see me do a 24+ hour stream. You don't want to see it, legitimately, because I get grumpy. It's not like, I'm a pretty emotional person, and I try to acknowledge that and just, you know, work around that. I get grumpy. You don't want to see me. What was this clip? What was this 4-minute clip? You don't want to see me do a 24-hour stream. I used to stream back when I was like 14, 16. Another Pheno. What the fuck? I was thinking about something. Should Ironman only be... Oh, this was the raid Ironman discussion. God, that's a good talk. That'll probably go in both the recap and the Ironman episode. Or maybe just the... I'm not sure. To that person. Yeah, I think 15 to 16 hours is the max. If we exceed it, I'm going to be honest. I'm going to play it a little bit by ear. If we exceed 15, 16 hours, it's somewhat likely I just go to sleep and then restart the streamathon the next morning. But if I'm gonna try to go as long as I can, you know. It's, yeah, if you unfortunately you can only Factor sub once per like address or whatever, so I think that's what makes it so. But they're really, really beneficial to me, and I really like the product. The food is good. Custom art. No, that's something I've been thinking, dude. I'm not even gonna fucking lie, Clarko. It's something I've been thinking about nonstop. But I haven't made a move on it. And I'm not gonna, I'm sorry. There's not really an excuse. I'm thinking about it constantly, and I'm trying to figure out what artist to go to. Should I reach out to one that I know already, a local one? I've browsed multiple different art websites, and I'm not gonna. My wife said she wants to help me look through Fiverr, because I tried to look through Fiverr. I tried to look through VGen or whatever. I'm gonna be honest, I was not a fan of like everybody has different art styles and stuff. I'm not sure what I want it to be. Yeah, I gotta figure out what I want. I gotta figure it out. I kind of owe you guys a wishing stone. No, you're not wrong with the fucking, what's it called, you know, with the art. I'm not gonna lie. Portfolio, yeah, Discord DM me. I am interested in different. I don't know what style, because I think pixel art is the best way to go, but a lot of my chat seems to want like, I just want like chibi. What I feel like that wouldn't look. I don't know, man. I'm 27. I feel like I might be a little too old for. I like chibi art. It's really cute, but like, I don't know if I'd want a chibi art in my room. I don't know if that's me. I don't know if it's my style. I feel like pixel art would look amazing. I really like pixel art, and the goal would be to like print it out and have it like, I don't just want digital art. Obviously it can be done, most artists, it's totally fine if the artist does it digitally, and then I want to like print it out or like get it printed on a canvas in some way. You know, I want it to be nice. It's a mod, a Kagami. It's the amount of encounters that have occurred, or yeah, amount of encounters. It's called an encounter counter. Most people use it as a way to track how many encounters they've had since their last shiny Pokemon. Also merge. Yeah, I'd have to make sure when I buy it from the artist, I'm also buying reselling memes, Clarko. That would have to be like a, or like maybe. I'd have to pay more. You can't just pay from, you can't pay, you know, an artist for art and then sell it. You have to like pay for like the specific patent or whatever. I want to rip off it. That'd be fucked up. I would buy your mom a t-shirt. I would love to do some sort of merch. That's been talked about forever. The problem is, I think there's so many content creators. Not to like diss them, because like, there's a lot, you know. I think a lot of people just like make a t-shirt or make a, and like I just don't want to do a lazy. I shouldn't say lazy. I don't want to make a product that people are spending their money on aside from my stream. That is like lazy aside from my stream. I want, if I'm gonna do what's it called? I'm gonna do merch. I want it to be really high quality, really good. Oh yeah, I forgot about the Pheno. Everybody was saying, go to the Pheno. I forgot. I'm really, okay, let me turn my AC. I'm really hot. Let me turn my, that's so funny. You did, Rumel. I even remember the mess. I can like picture the, I'm gonna go put my fan. I'm so fucking hot. Let me put my fan on and AC on. One sec. Yeah, also, Pat, if you're gonna do Pokedex, make sure to do Phenos first. True. Yo, what's up, Dan? Thank you for the 3 months of Prime, dude. I really fucking appreciate that. You're too good to me, man. You're too fucking kind. Thank you so much, man. I appreciate that, dude. Why did my oh, this is tough. Why did my Absol have a life orb and kill itself, and the next one I caught didn't have one? That's a tough one, dude. Absol has like a 5% chance, maybe 1% chance, really low chance of having a life orb on it, which is why like life orb farming for profit is not very good. Yeah, it sucks because the problem is like you would always false swipe and then spore, but if you do that with a life orb Absol, it's gonna kill itself. So you have to like, but like, why would you catch every Absol sporing? It's just rough. Thank you, Rex. I'll check it when I have the time. Thank you so much, man. Okay, this is already. I don't want to like get your hopes up, Rex, because I don't know what I'm doing right now. This is already so much better than everything I've seen so far. Thank you so much, dude. I'm not gonna lie. Okay, obviously AI art is probably a problem and probably needs to be regulated. We probably need to like fix a lot of things with it. I'm not gonna lie. I was linked to a site where someone was like, to avoid AI art, go here, and I'm not gonna lie. It looked the most like AI art I've ever seen in my entire life because everybody's art style is the fucking same. It's all just the same, like, and like I like this style, but it's an entire website of just the same like weeb anime like custom made characters, and I'm sorry, but it just that was the most AI shit I've ever seen in my entire life, where it literally just all looks the fucking same. I'm so sorry. Like that, there's nothing more AI than humans all having the same art style to where everything looks the fucking same. That actually is worse to me than maybe not. I don't know if that's true, but I'm being dramatic. But it was pretty crazy. I was like, I can't show it because the website's also like, because of course everybody who does like anime style art, half of it's NSFW, so I can't even fucking show it on stream. But I was like, fuck, man, really? This is the best like anti-AI website? Like, it's all the fucking same. Like, what do you mean? It literally all looks. I can't look. It's called. Anyways, it's probably they're amazing artists. The real meme is like the artists are talented. I'm not trying to like dig on that. It's more of like maybe just a certain kind of person like all come to the same like website with the same idea, which is like, I don't know. It's just it's interesting. I don't know, man. Can I try anime girls? Fuck, that's the. It's anti-AI art, aka the style that AI has failed to to figure out. Holy shit! Give me a link to avoid it. Fine meme. Resist the robots. Okay, that's not what I'm. Anyways. You commission for? There's a lot of artists on Twitter you can commission for. Yeah, that's super true, but they're also on Twitter. Sorry, I'm sorry. That's a little harsh. I used to be really active on like RuneScape Twitter, like years ago, and I actually like knew some really cool artists on Twitter, or like interacted with them all. I didn't know them, right? But like, I don't know, man. I feel like it's cooked. I would say 90% of the artists on Twitter are also probably pretty cringe. Not to, in my opinion, rather. Maybe I should just say that. Kind of sucked. Yeah, I feel like you get a certain. Some of them are like, you can find the best artists, the best online artists in the world on Twitter, and then also 90 to 95% of them are like 16-year-olds who live with their parents, who like, not to like, you gotta start somewhere. But it's crazy like how many of them who like aren't that good, but also charge $120 an hour and also say like, know your worth, queen, and also, which is like, you should pay artists respectably, and I like think art is a really fucking cool thing, and I really value the human touch in art. But then having said that, a lot of artists will have like the most generic looking style with no actual personal flair, and then be like, know your worth, queen, and then it's like, what the fuck are we? You can't have it both ways. What are you gotta like? What are you doing? You know? 90% of Twitter is sus. Yeah, that's probably fair. Probably a good percentage. That's probably fair. Art is an amazing thing. It's something I'm very, very bad at art, and that makes me appreciate it that much more, right? But we can't have the like, oh yeah, my art looks the same as everybody else's, plus it's really expensive, plus I have 2 months of experience, plus I only draw in one style. Also, $300, please, for 1 hour or 50 minutes of. It's fucking insane. I don't understand the. Yeah, know your worth. I feel like I've said this before. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Like, okay. I've said this before. We're in a pendulum swing right now in terms of workers. Okay. For a really long time, workers and work. I'm not saying workers don't get fucked anymore. We still get fucked. Don't worry. Like, workers still get plenty fucked, and it's really fucked up, right? But I would argue for a long time, workers got really fucked. Like, really, really fucked. Where like the company was like, oh yeah, like trust us, like give us your life, like we'll take care of you, we promise. But they didn't, and they would preach like loyalty, blah blah, and they would like lay you off or drop you at a hat. Like the companies were so business and so profit motive, right? Come on, Rumel. The companies have always been so profit motive, and for a long time people didn't think that coldly. We were not as profit motivated for a very, very long time, and we were more loyal and more like reasonable and like more not reasonable, more like, well, in a way, more like caring towards the companies. After getting fucked over by companies for a long, long time, people were like, oh fuck, maybe we should be a little more colder, maybe we should like jump jobs, and this generation started to do that, right? And we started to like see more success because of that. The problem is, like, you know, know your worth. Like there was a reason why like know your worth, jumping, job hopping, like yada yada yada, all because it was a pendulum swing. The worker was getting fucked over really fucking hard, and they still are in a lot of ways. But I do feel like now there's a subsection of workers who are like 19 years old with little to no experience who are like, I will not work for less than $30 an hour. And then these people will live with their parents for the rest of their lives and like never go anywhere and never like get a job and it's like, wow, you're fucked, bro. Like we're getting a new level of entitlement in a very small subset of workers because it's the pendulum swing, right? We're like, I think businesses fucked us over for so long, so now we're like, fuck it, let's take back some control and try to fuck them over a little bit, and we kind of are, which is cool, but it's gonna even out in like 5 to 10 years. We're gonna be chilling, but when it costs 30 hours to survive, I understand. Yeah, but you should also be able to, I'm sorry, it's just not a hot take. You should also be able to provide 30 hours of labor, which I think, well, that's a whole thing of like, probably most labor probably is all labor worth $30 an hour? Maybe. I don't know. I mean, that's so, I don't know. It depends. It's a complicated thing, right? It's a complicated thing. Now with today's sponsor, today's sponsor is a great fucking, yeah. Like 50K or something like that. Well, yeah, I think I agree. I feel like know your worth is you're working a job for 40K a year. For a long time, I agree. This is the true sentiment of it. Know your worth is like, I'll tell you a fucked up. I think I can say this without using clear examples. There was my wife worked in orthodontistry for a long time. Okay, and let's say, I don't know, give exact numbers. Let's say she made $20 an hour. Okay. and they told them to like never share their salaries to their coworkers or whatever. One day, everybody shared their salaries, and people were like making like mostly the same amount of money, but they found out one girl working as an orthodontist assistant, which is like a fucking pretty like high level, like high information thing, was earning like $7.25 an hour. I don't like, that's an example of like how the fuck did that happen? They are fucking that girl over so hard. That is so disgusting. That is a good example of like, know your worth, queen. Okay, because that's so ridiculous. Okay, but I feel like people, it's become like, I won't start working for less than $30 an hour or for less than 25 an hour, and it's like, dude, fuck, man, like you gotta like, you shouldn't be 18 or 19 and entitled, okay? If you're 30 years old and you've worked, you know, 10-hour days, 5 to 7 days a week for years, then you should be earning a comfy living, and you know, you should be like hopefully doing well. And I agree that a lot of people work way too hard and never get properly rewarded for it, for sure. But fuck, man, we're also getting into the like young people like won't start work, and it's just crazy. I don't know, not to say people don't want to work, that's not true. People, I think I talked about this before on stream. I think that right now there's it's just like more divided. There's like 19-year-olds who are like going to McDonald's, working their 9 to 5, going home, drop shipping, making TikToks, making YouTube videos, and they're like working like 18 hours a day like a fucking dog, and like truly built, like they're working so hard. It has its own problems, but it's also really respectable. There's that, and then there's also the like people who live at home with mom and dad who are like 19, who like won't, which 19 is, if you don't, that's probably, that's pretty young still. But let's say like 28 live at home with mom and dad, hasn't ever had a job in 10 years, refuses to get a job because they want to be paid 25, 30 an hour. You know, it's like a, yeah. This is, I'm speaking from an American perspective for 1000%. Or when a burnout? Yeah, usually, but usually you, what's it called? I had nobody slack. I don't like that. I started working at 15. Not to one up you. That just was the. I don't think it's a. I don't like that argument. I don't like the. I had it really hard, so therefore nobody else should, or everybody else should have it hard. I think we should hopefully make it as easy as possible for everybody else. We just want to be reasonable. That's really it. I think that's, you know, it has to stay reasonable. That's pretty anecdotal. Yeah, everything I'm saying is pretty much, everything I'm saying is vibes. let me, if it's not abundantly clear, everything I'm saying is vibes and anecdotal and is not like a hard-lined objective reality that you should all attach to or think that I believe in 100%. If someone showed me data where it's like, oh yeah, like actually Zoomers are taking less pay, which I think is often true in like inflation ways, like I'm not trying, you know, it's a complicated thing. Data pad is bald based. True, bro. Actually true, dude. When I gonna retire? Yeah, that's the dude. That's the other. God, it's so expensive to retire. It's me and my wife were just calculating that recently. It's pretty crazy. I don't know if most of our generation will ever be able to retire. Okay, we should move on. This is a little doomer. This is a little doomer. Let's play our video games. Let's have fun. Clueless. Let's oh fuck. Calculus short for calculator. True. Yeah, like that's that's fucked up, Crafty. That's really fucking. I'm sorry to hear it, man. Yeah, I mean, yes. If that, I super vehemently agree with this, Brewski. Where like any yes, it goes fucky wucky in both ways, right? I think probably more so I see there's a lot. How many companies right now are like, oh yeah, we want like a beginner to pay like minimum wage, but then they want like 5 to 10 years of experience, and it's like, what the fuck are you doing, right? But then you also see employees who are like, yeah, I want 25 to 30 an hour starting, but also I haven't worked in 10 years. It's just like a tough. I don't know, man. Let's look on the positives, chat. What are anybody? Any kittens saved from trees today? I'm gonna keep farming my bayonet. Poggies. Yeah, I do want to check that Espeon. That's very, very cool. Speaking of being happy and cheering ourselves, thank you, Brewski, dropping 1,000 bits. Let's just listen to the happy song, okay? Jam our little farm, pursue our little categorical desires, aka leveling a bayonet in PokeMMO. What I don't know can't hurt me. Unironically, the smartest thing you can do is kind of be like, I don't want to know anymore, smiley face. It's kind of based. That's kind of so based. Okay, to be fair, the reason why the average Virginian spends 55K a year to keep themselves afloat, well, at least in because Northern Virginia is like the most expensive. You can't really use Virginia as, because the problem is Northern Virginia is like its own state. Northern Virginia is like unbelievably bougie and unbelievably expensive, and then the rest of Virginia is like rural, right? It might be them, not to like, what's it called, but and obviously I know these stats. I've looked up a lot. I know a lot of these stats. Remember, they don't tell a whole story, right? Would be the whole meme. Not to, yeah. They tell a part of it, a big part of it. Someone asked about Donnie Lott asked about endgame content. I'd recommend this video. This video is the best intro to setting goals in PokeMMO. PokeMMO is very similar to post Ender Dragon Minecraft. Yeah, that's yeah, the average cost of living. The problem, okay, I don't know, just moved to Nova. Welcome. I don't love Nova is what I'll say, but I love my wife and her family's here. There's some really pog things in Nova. Got some good really amazing restaurants, really good movie theaters. Yo, I appreciate that, Donnie. Hopefully it's helpful to you, dude. This song is such a vibe. Sorry it's so loud for so long. Crank it down a little bit. Anyways, I want to get back to Pokemon. I appreciate the fucking... I like that we are an older community in general, so we like to have, like, we do have, like, real human conversation, kind of, you know? There's music? Yes, Giga Chad. Happy. Okay. Happy song done. Apologies. Thank you for that, Brewski. I don't know if it's level of minimum wage. Yeah, okay, I want to move on from this. I agree with you. The question is, should it be possible to live off the minimum wage, right? And I'd probably say yes. Like, I'm not trying to, like, disagree. It's more of just, like, a complicated... Yeah. Why is that a question? That's a really real question. Minimum wage? The minimum wage doesn't need to necessarily be like living to live off of. Yeah, that doesn't I'm sorry, but correct. That doesn't minimum in my brain. I don't think legislatively minimum means like the minimum allotted to. I don't think the goal of minimum wage is to live off of. I know that's gonna sound crazy. I think minimum wage like should support you. Okay, the problem is we enter I hate talking finance on stream because there's two sides of it. There's a lot of big problems in the world. There's a lot of like real things to solve, but then also we as a generation victim fuck ourselves so hard. You cannot victim complex yourself. You cannot do it. You can understand the data and understand like, hey, like things are really hard, things are really difficult. That's totally fine. You can't like victim fuck yourself. You can't be doing that, right? I feel like we're virtue signaling a little, right? Like I'm literally a person who's in favor of like UBI. I don't think minimum wage needs to be the minimum amount to support a solo lifestyle, right? As someone who's worked many minimum wage jobs, right? And for a long time worked under minimum wage, under the table jobs, etc., etc., etc. How is it a question? Use logic. Explain to me how it's not. Explain to me, because the minimum wage minimum wage does not mean the minimum amount to live. It's the minimum amount a job is supposed to pay you, right? I don't know what to, it's, you can, I don't think it's, yeah. Yes, it does. Definition of minimum wage. The lowest wage permitted by law. It's not, no, you're wrong, Rumel. I'm sorry. It's not, it's the lowest wage someone can pay you, right? And there's a really interesting discussion of should the lowest wage someone's able to pay you be able to sustain someone in a solo lifestyle? And I don't know. That's a really interesting question. I don't know. Depends on the level of work and stuff. I don't know, man. I don't think that's a crazy thing to say. Minimum wage, living wage. I think that's based. There we go. The original meaning of minimum wage. Have you guys Googled these things? Original meaning of minimum wage. The original purpose was sure, okay, sure, but how's that meaning changed, right? I think it's a fair thing. A lot of meanings change. A lot of words change. The original, it was created in 1938, and I think if you guys want to, if we want to go back to the definition, it's fine. I think you guys are acting like I'm like against people having to pay, like being able to live. I don't understand. Like I feel like we're like getting a little too hostile. Yeah, I feel like I'm pretty like fair. I literally grew up extremely poor, like at a pretty like I'm a huge favor of the Meaning Man. Who gives about the original Meaning Man? Holy shit. I think it's a little, there's two things there. The original meaning could be a way to distract and dilute the argument, or it could be a way to like draw to original and like say should we go back to that meaning, like yada yada yada, right? Rumel, come on. You gotta be respectful to me, Rumel. Don't be, come on. You're a mod, dude. Are we rage baiting or is this a serious discussion? I think that's a fair, minimum wage should be the minimum for living, it's not. I think it's a fine, that's a fair take. I'm not saying it shouldn't. I'm just saying I don't think it is right now. At the chat, like, no, it ain't. Like, no, what, there's a reality and there's a goal reality, right? Okay, Ramel, I don't know what to... Wasn't livable. I think there's an interesting meme there. That's it. I don't know why it's like a... It's obviously not something much too low. Yeah, I agree. I don't know. I feel like it's like we're like shaming. I feel like this... The problem with discussing finances is that people virtue signal so fucking hard, and they immediately jump to, oh, you don't want people to blah 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 blah. Like, it's really fucked up. Let like discussion be had, you know? Yeah, there's a whole discussion of like, should you be able to like rent your own apartment solo on minimum wage? I don't know the answer to that, man. That's a complicated thing. I don't like that. I feel like younger people like simplify all the finance, all the politics, all the philosophy into like, this is good, this is bad, and it's all like, it's, you don't know. Like, this is the way that I thought when I was 19. I agree with, if you're 19, I agree with you, okay? But you turn like 22 and you're like, wait a minute, maybe like things are in place for a reason and yada yada yada, and yeah. Why is it complicated though? Because markets are complicated. Because getting the proper payment for the right amount of work is really complicated, because businesses want to go for the maximum amount of profit, and employees also want to go for the maximum amount of profit. Everyone's fighting over least amount of work for maximum amount of profit, right? Which is a weird, it's tough. I don't care about the star use form, it's fine. You shouldn't be bordering homeless and in debt. I agree. Yeah, I'm not gonna like... This is like a pretty, like, I agree, right? This is a... Yeah, in the US, there's no shot you could buy a house on minimum wage. And that's not... I'm not... Yeah. That's all I'm saying. I feel like we go... People go so crazy over this. That's all I'm saying. There's just discussion to be had. And I get it because... I get it, man. I don't know. I get it because... Money makes the world go round. Of course people are passionate about it. Of course if you've struggled, if you've been hungry, like I get it. Like, of course you're passionate about it. Yo, what's up, Schmeedy? We somehow wrapped into fucking funny discussions. With roommates, you definitely could. I don't know. The problem, I don't know, man. Not to... I don't know, man. I lived off of $900 a month for a really long time. I don't know. I feel some of it's this is where, once again, the wires get crossed because there are a lot of really big problems. A lot of hard workers are really underpaid, but then you also have young people who are like super entitled, who want so much pay for so little work, and they want to be able to like buy a home while making like not working hard. And I like it's a mixture of things, right? Like some people just have really bad financial education. Like I know people who are like it's really fucked up. It's just a tough thing. An epic subject. Yeah, I do really want to move on. This is a very, very complicated matter that everybody's gonna be really passionate about, and yeah. The TLDR is life is really hard right now. The market's really hard. Things are really expensive. Things are really tough. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Don't let anybody tell you it's easy. Yada yada yada. But also don't let yourself get victimized. Don't tell yourself and don't let yourself believe that like everything is doomed. There's nothing you can do, because that's bullshit. That's how you get fucked. How's the weather? It's kind of sunny out. It's kind of nice. I'm gonna talk about. Congrats, Robo. Yeah, another PokeMMO stream. True. PokeMMO is a very market-heavy game, so I get the stuff as well. Yeah, like I've watched a fair bit of his, probably three of his videos. I don't like his content because he's so harsh and so mean to people. But yes, the fucked up thing is like there are a lot of people. I think the average people are just really bad with money. I think that is a lot of. It sucks because there's a lot of really unfairly treated people in the world. So you have the unfairly treated people being like, you have the unfairly treated and underpaid people being like, please pay me more money, I deserve it. And then you have the entitled people who aren't working enough, spending $100 a month on jeans, being like, please pay me more, I need it. Like, no, they're not the same. It's the problem is you have two people. It's almost like the just play Pokemon. Yo, real. It's almost like the fucking what's it called problem. What are you supposed to do? It's supposed to help you save up for things or work up to a place in a job or build a career or build something, Clarko. That's always been the... Yeah. If I'm working on a fire where I live, you just never get fired. I shouldn't say never. I would... I don't know. I haven't worked enough. I've worked 3 or 4 different non-streaming jobs. I've never been fired. I have seen so many people not get fired when they should get fired. That's the really fucked up. The problem is, at least this is anecdotal and vibes, okay? Well, then you're earning because you shouldn't be living in a single alone. Clarko, you shouldn't be out on your own if you're making minimum wage. That shouldn't be a hot take. That's the way the world is. If you want to advocate for like, hey, I think minimum wage you should be able to live solo. That's fine, but that's not how it is right now, and not how anything's defined. You're living in a fantasy versus in reality, right? Don't have a choice. I know. That's why the world is fucked up. Clarko, I was literally homeless at 18. If anyone understands this, it's fucking me, dude. Holy shit. Do not do this. Oh my god. Holy fuck, dude. If anyone knows this, it's me. Yes, the world is a really fucked up place. So what do? We have social systems and like things in place to hopefully like act as safety nets for those people. You cannot like... It's baby rage to be like, oh yeah, you should be able to live on. It's not true. If we want to change minimum wage to be a solo livable wage, I think that's really cool and awesome and a really good thing to shoot for. But it's not the current goal or definition of society. I don't know. It's a reality. I don't know what to fucking tell you, bro. Anyways, do you have any valid points? No. I feel like I don't. I feel like they're. I don't think so. But I respect you. Yeah, rent's really fucking bad. Stop rage baiting. True. Okay. Anyways, yeah, we're gonna hard move on. Okay. We're gonna hard move on. Do you know how we hard move on, chat? Boom. There we go. Boom. This is the face, chat. When your mom is texting you, hey, I love you very much. Have a great sleep, my darling. This is the face she's seeing. Okay, just gotta throw that out there. Camera froze? Yeah, actually real. Okay, Bayonet's level 80, which is actually pretty relevant. We could check the mail. We could, what's the other memes? We could Shmeem. This week I'm Tilted Thursday. Tilted Thursday. Yeah, that's the other. I'm gonna move on, but yes, the problem is like I agree with the ideals of people in chat for the most part, but they're like reality is this way, and I'm like no, wait, no, that's like that's what's so frustrating. Is like we're like arguing over the nothing. Like anyways. Some occurs. No, I just tilt a lot. I'm just yeah. There we go. Yes, the Espeon. The Espeon. No, we're not low. Okay, great argument. Very good. XP charms. Yes, XP charms make things so fucking fast. I agree, Robo. It's a problem. The crash out counter. Fuck. A TD jungle. Yo, that sounds bomb right now. Yo, what's up? Fuck, that was your intro. What's up, Red? Is there an updated counter tracker out for strings? Is 1.3? I do have a new custom strings guide. It's not ideal. Made for just so yeah, you can discuss how you want to change things, right? Or in the challenge. We're 144 hours in. Look on Cerulean Cave. I don't think so. It could be wrong. We need Lepus for that spot as well, though, Shawners. We can't do that. Unless you want to like run all the way back there every time, but that wouldn't be. Let me get the custom string memer. Sorry. Here's the new custom strings if you're looking for 2025 custom strings. What are we on the 31st? I think I have a list that I've been working on. The show. This is so bad. Wait, we have more than this, right? It was no, Gloom was not one. We could work on that. That's a really good address the shunt today. We could work on the shunathon list for sure. That's a good call. I don't want to do Magikarp because there's not as much utility on the account, even though it's a cool shunt. And most people should wait for Dratini, I think, for fails. Thank you, Cody. I have to just handle choice items really, really, really carefully, right? That's the real, yeah. I'm not allowing any, like, charm links. Water, Pheno, and Adela. I still need Ducklet. Let's go do that. That's huge. Thank you. Copy this. Trade Evos. Trade Evos are not allowed. You have to, at least you could adjust your own rule set. My rule set is no Trade Evos. You have to, like, lure for those Pokemon. You can lure them in the wild. Oh, I don't know why. I assumed Ducklet was water. He might be Shadow. Ducklet's Shadow. There you go. Thank you, chat. Let's go. Where's it at? Undella, someone said. Source at my point, you didn't read it. Context, and you something upset, you get loud and say too hostile. But, like, come on. Rumel, I love you, but you gotta own some points. Chat was getting too hostile. It's fine to be like, I'm not gonna let you guys get victimized. I'm sorry. I make mistakes, you guys make mistakes. I'm not gonna, like, let you guys be like, no, like, streamer's the big problem. The same way, like, chat is not me, but you're part of chat. I'm sorry. That's how, like, that you have to understand that. Be charitable. Understand the situation, right? Like, you have to just acknowledge a fault. That's all I'm asking. All I'm asking is, like, wow, I can understand how we got a little too hostile. I think that's fair, right? I'm sorry, but yeah, yeah, I think that's fine. The same way I got way more hostile than chat. Like, you know, like, I'm not, you know. Everyone in chat is just typing. You're inferring a negative tone. Rumel, stop. I'm sorry. I'm no victimhood. I don't deal with it. No. I hate people. Who play stupid and do the, like, oh, I was just asking questions. You're inferring a tone. No. All social signs, all social language is portrayed, okay? Now, sometimes it's misinterpreted, etc., etc. But no, you can't be like oh, you're inferring a negative tone. No, there was some negative tone being portrayed. There was some judginess, some virtue signaling being portrayed. How much of it, what the percentage is, that's up for debate. But don't sit there and play the victim and be like, no, this, like, that's so insane. It's so victimhood. It's so crazy. Don't do that. I have zero tolerance for that in my stream. I have zero tolerance for, like, I can't. If your girlfriend is like, hey, this insult or this joke you made hurt my feelings, if you ever go, oh, it was a joke, you shouldn't worry about it, I genuinely think you need to go run suicides until you vomit. Suicides is the exercise. It is the most disgusting lack of emotional intelligence, like insanely dumb thing you could possibly do. Do not do that shit. Have the basic level of emotional intelligence to be like, oh shit, like I didn't intend it as that, but like maybe it could have been received as that. Thinking back, I could see like 20% it could be received as that. You know, maybe my tone was more off than I realized. Like, yeah, fucking holy shit, it's so crazy. Yeah, I'm not shitting on, dude. Anyone shit on Rumel will get timed out as well. That's, don't bandwagon on that. I think I need a breather break. I'm gonna be honest. Get off to the left, thank you. I never mind kitchen Pokemon. Should I go grab? Let's go grab really quick. Okay. Yeah, I don't like the zero accountability for, what is it, 80 or 90% of communication is like body language, and like we don't have that in chat, but we do have like context. We do have like context. We do have the vibe. We do have like connotation, periods, commas, specific words being used over others. Like I don't like the lack of responsibility over your words. Like as a streamer and a content creator, I understand that my words are the most powerful thing possible. Okay, there was a good example is the I made a video once talking about custom strings, and I was like, I talked about like, I think one day that custom strings are going to be standardized, and I was like, I don't think they'll ever be banned from the game, but I think one day they'll be standardized, yada yada yada. And so many people took away from that video that strings, I thought strings were banned, right? Who remembers this, right? I placed that, it's maybe somewhat at fault of the viewer, but I way more largely put myself at fault there, because that's the responsible thing to do, because I must have not portrayed something clearly enough or portrayed it as well enough as I could have if people took away a different meaning, right? I could have done better. And that's like, I could have been like, oh, well, you guys are dumb, you didn't listen harder. That's the victim. Like, no, fuck that, dude. I could have done better. Anyways, I have zero tolerance for like victimhood in my, it is a trigger for me. I hate victim complex. I have zero memes for it. Sorry it was such a negative stream. Have a great day, Deflo. And for the sub, sorry, I need a breath for me. I'm being overly negative. I'm being overly ranty, and I apologize for that. Let me and it's preventing me from the more important thing, which is playing PokeMMO mediocrely. No, I'm just kidding. Which is being nice to people and playing the game. Okay. Oh, that's pretty nice. I don't know if this is a Pheno only Pokemon. Surrounding content creation, sometimes they are just stupid. So like sometimes people are I like ban people or like definitely like trim my community in a way. Like I agree with you, Robo, to that extent for sure. Over here. I don't want to. I really appreciate you, Ben Ross. The same way I get upset at people in chat sometimes, I do not whittle down this stream to, oh, it's not your fault, there's some L chatters. No, I could have handled this way better. It's like I'm not gonna do the same thing that I get upset about, right? Like, yeah. Anyways, what about little crash outs? This is a decently huge crash. I apologize. We're gonna catch the, yeah, because if you don't want to, we're gonna catch the Corsola, do a quick 5-minute breather, check the mail, get a sip of water. Remind that we're all human, yada yada yada. Let me go. Should I just go and like memers? Yeah, thankfully it's fine. Yo, what's up, Panda? Pandemodium, what's up? I don't know how to chip this thing down well. Do I go Blastoise? Yeah, check the IRL mail. Fuck, that's a good meme. Now, I feel like this is a terrible stream to see for your first stream. I'm so sorry if this is your first stream, but welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's go, we just do this in like Shadow Ball? It's kind of awkward. There's no way Shadow Ball kills. This thing is like... That did a lot of damage, though. I'm kind of shocked by that. Like, its Spadef is low. I think that's so base. Like, that's so base, though, Daicho. I'd rather have... Dude, do you know how many times, like... I totally get that. Like, how many times have... Yeah, I respect the fuck out of that, Daicho. Rookie numbers. I'd rather have people in my chat who... make a mistake. We talk to each other so much, you and me, chat. Like, I'd rather have people who make a few mistakes because well, the mistakes are gonna happen regardless. I'd rather have the people who like make these mistakes, like myself. Hopefully you guys, if you don't prefer a streamer like that, I also understand. A lot of people don't watch content after like coming home from work and want like a streamer that can like make mistakes or be upset or yada yada yada, which I totally understand. I'm a very emotional person. I'm not like, I always say I'm gonna make mistakes, I'm gonna yell, I'm gonna get upset sometimes, and I don't always. I look back at every single stream and I try to do better and better and better. And I look back at every single stream with like ends of mistakes that at least three every stream that I could have said, I could have done better, yada yada yada. So we just keep trying. Anyways, let me there's so many phenos actually. It's kind of crazy. Dustnor is better. Is this rage bait, Shadow? You might. Dustnor is better, but I don't have hidden ability access to Dustnor, which it needs for Frisk. I actually caught a really good Dustlops. You'll see in the Sunday Shmeemer. Do you have a perfectionist? I don't think so. I never really have, but like maybe. No, I don't think so. I really like improving, but like I'm not a perfect. I think being a perfectionist and improving actually go. I'm not a perfectionist at all. I think they actually butt heads. I think to be a perfectionist, you will specifically. I'm actually the opposite of perfectionist. I'm a mistake-anist, where like I would rather take risks, make mistakes, fuck up, and like try to like learn as much as possible. Because if you're a perfectionist, you're gonna like be upset by making mistakes, and you're going to like be really preventative of making, like you will do everything to prevent yourself from making a mistake. And I think that's not how you learn. You know, I think I'm like the opposite, where like I make so many mistakes that I just yeah. This is a fuck Torsala. I could go to Shadow Ball. Does Shadow Ball kill here? Shadow Ball did like 60 something. 64. If I go this, yeah, this is recover. This is a really annoying like non-alpha catch. Superior Yon Mega for first. I've never used Yon Mega, so I don't know. 55%. I could ball it here. It's also like turn 14, which is funny. Okay. But you can't ability pill a hidden ability. Night Shadow, no, I can't. You can't ability pill. The Pokemon has to have hidden ability access. So no. Frisk is I'd have to have a hidden ability access Duskull. Frisk is a hidden ability. I got my superior. That's because your superior had hidden ability access. Had like the gem. You cannot ability pill a Duskull to give it Frisk. You have to have the mysterious gem. You can if it has the gem. What's up, JWP? How you doing, dude? I ability pilled it. Unless there's a bug, you literally can't ability pill a non-hidden ability access Pokemon. Yeah, that might be Rage Bait. I'm not sure. It's Night Shadow. Now I can't tell because it's Night Shadow. That is the boy who tried Rage Bait problem. Is that like he might be legit, which is so fair, but You might have already, yeah, you might have bought a Snivy or Superior with a little gem. Doing amazing today. I'm having a little bit of a tilted day, JB Tree, but we're gonna fix it, okay? I'm gonna go fucking get the mail, come back, and get back to XP training. Shut up. Okay, now I know. Okay, shut up. That somehow it became, because we did Chill Tuesday. Somehow we skipped Tilted Tuesday. But now it's coming back to bite us. You can't skip it, boys. Oh, man. Yeah, thank you, Greasy Zeus. Yeah, that makes sense. Hey, hell yeah, Scrump. What's up, dude? Yeah, if you should, there you go. That's the strategy of the Patrouski stream is to show up after the crash out. That's kind of genius. That's kind of fucking genius. Kind of actually insanely smart. Manifest it into Thursday. Yeah, maybe that's the move. Okay, go grab this. We're still XP training our thief Pokemon. I do need to find a better. I need to find a ×5 horde for Graveler or Geo. Does anybody know of a ×5 horde for Graveler or Geodude that is next to a PC? Cradleolphin threw up. I'm sorry. Compilation. No, they're not fun. Threatening the fuck. Maybe that's the fuck. Okay, I'm gonna go take a quick stretch break because I need a breath. I'm sorry, guys. I love you so much. I'm gonna just a quick like 2 to 5 minute stretch break. I'll be right back. Give me a few minutes. Walk around. Grab some water. Get some sun. Check the mail. Yada yada. Be right back. We're talking about MILF Manor. Do I go AFK and I come back to MILF Manor? Yeah, you guys, you guys were mad at me about my financial takes. wait until you hear how much I fucking love MILF Manor. Holy shit. Dude, I genuinely, okay. I don't like reality TV, okay? Most reality TV makes me sad. Most of it is like lame. You know, I respect if someone wants to watch reality TV and for them that is like their brain off content, their recharge content. I think that's awesome. I think that's totally, you know, more power to you. I totally get it. Nothing wrong with, I think people like over hate on reality TV, like, oh, it's like garbage. Yeah, it is. And I think it's fine to consume some garbage to allow your brain to like reset. Okay, a lot of content's garbage. Okay, a lot of streams are you know, like, it's okay to consume some amount of garbage. You shouldn't just only be consuming garbage, right? If you were yo, fucking let's go, Tiarnan, congrats, dude. If you were only watching reality TV, that would be a red flag to me. Not even necessarily bad, but it'd be a red flag for sure. Where you watch like a lot of reality TV. If reality TV took up more than like 20% of your content that you watch, that'd be kind of a little scary to me. But you know, but it could be fine. I don't know, man. Only beans. Yo, what's up, dude? You're too kind, Strump. You're too good to me. Okay. What is life without well-measured vices? The way you worded this, I wish I could like, I need, you know, like old ladies or like MILFs have like live, laugh, love. I need that like fucking burnt into a piece of wood and hung up in my game room. I actually think that's so true. And I feel like Zoomers are so into the Sigma grind set. I feel like we've forgotten that. What is life without some well-tempered vices, some well-measured vices? Like, that's so fucking real. Thank you so much for the Twitch Prime videotapes. Hopefully the content's been entertaining or interesting or you know, helpful in some way. No shinies yet. Alpha Sapphire, Alphacify. Sorry if I butchered that. How civilian? Yeah, very civilian of me. That is true. That is true. MILF Manor is based. I'm just gonna say it. It's really fucking funny TV. There was one moment on MILF Manor that actually transcended reality TV and was just sad. I'm not gonna lie. There was one moment that was really, really fucking sad. Okay, Rumel's being so nice. God, can we get, if anything, Rumel's, I fucking love Rumel. God damn it. It's so, that is the, can we talk about, you know how like it's always like, oh, I love that men can fight or like box and then like hug each other afterwards. Rumel messaged me on Discord. I don't know if he wanted to be public when I said it. He was like, I'm sorry, man, but I took it too far. I was like, oh, I'm sorry too. I shouldn't have. Dude, that is some bro shit. I fucking love Rumel. I don't want anybody. Yeah, hopefully Rumel knows we all love him. And even if, I don't know, I love this community. I fucking love you. This is the, dude, I'm sorry. The Patrouski stream definitely takes, just fuck each other. We might, dude. The Patrouski stream definitely takes after me. Where like I genuinely do feel like every stream is a fucking roller coaster, and that's not for everybody. Why are you so mature and responsible, chat man? Like, that's fucking, like, I love that my community can like, we can like yell at each other. You know, it's not good. I don't want to do it. I don't want to yell at you guys. I'm ashamed of myself every time I do, but it's gonna happen. And then we can be like, I don't know, we can go from like Ironman to crash out to yell to respectfully disagree to apologize to love to like blow each other off. I don't know, bro. I think it's kind of beautiful, man. I think the Patrouski community is, I'm really fortunate I found a lot of people that accept me. So thank you guys very much for what I'm trying to say. Anyways, can you get on bit on Twitch? You know what? Yes. Because you caught me at the perfect moment. I don't even know what you got banned for, but yes. No idea What you have no idea when you're not banned. There you go. You're unbanned. Heat 888. This bro could have said something crazy. You're unbanned, bro. There you go. Milf man with chat. Okay, that's crazy. I fucking love you guys. God damn it. I'm just insane. And I appreciate that we have enough people who are also insane that we can hang out together and be like, hey, we're insane. Let's play video games together, you know? Okay. Okay, wait a minute, Scrum. That might be the... You found the few. Okay, anyways. Okay. I'm sorry. This is kind of a crazy joke, but could you imagine... Could you imagine if Twitch chat was around when Hitler was around? I'm sorry. I need to work. There's a funny bit here. Could you imagine him like jumping into live streams and it's like the Wright brothers being like, yo, today guys, we're working on our plane today. We're trying to figure out, you know, how to get this thing to fly. It's going to be a huge, you know, development for humankind. And Hitler is like, oh, like fucked up, you know, spreading hate. And they're like, whoa, bro, fuck off. We're just trying to fly here, dude. Come on. There's something... Shit never changes, huh? There's something kind of funny there, like, no, I think there's a good meme. There's something really funny about, someone mute Pat. There's something really funny about historical figures in Twitch chat. There's a good bit there. You know how we have like epic rap battles of history? Why do we not have epic streamers of history? $1 million idea. Dude, that would go fucking bonkers. You just described Kick? Yeah. Yeah. It sucks because I want Kick to succeed, but yeah. Unfortunately. It's 407 streams ago. Like, there's some... Dude. Epic streamers of history would go so hard. I'm just saying. I started this series, it's felt like just yesterday. I started this series... Sorry for the... Okay. Like 15 days ago? Maybe like 17? It's been a bit now. Come up on the 3rd week. Like a $1.40 idea for sure. Why is that so funny? Where's my I have a vibe? Oh man. Ugh. Like, okay, I don't know. There's some really funny. Me and my wife always talked about like the idea of doing a meme wedding is so hilarious to us. Could you imagine like sponsor boards like all around the like ceremony and me and my wife like step up to give our vows and we're like, I just love you so much, sweetie, and I'm so honored to be able to stand with you here today, and it's all thanks to Raid Shadow Legends. Thank you for sponsoring this wedding catering service by HelloFresh. Like, dude, it would go so fucking bonkers. Like, there's some really funny potential. It's so combining. There's some really good memes. There's some really good potential there, dude. It would go so crazy. The British... Could you imagine? Dude, could you imagine? Yo, there's something really funny there. Could you imagine, secret Twitch streams where Americans, well, like future Americans would meet the founding fathers to like overthrow the... Like they would be like, all right, guys, like keep it down. Keep the stream below 20 viewers. Like, don't draw attention. Make the thumbnail bland. You know, make it like a secret stream. And then like talk about like dumping the tea into the the harbor. Like there's some really funny shit there. We need epic Twitch streamers of history. It would go so bonkers. Astro. Dude, nice 31 Spatak. Nice. Also, it's level 11. Dude, beautiful. Nice rose, man. Nice rose, dude. Nice rose. What tea do you got for us today, Jefferson? There's some really funny... Dude, could you imagine the, like, spying that would happen, Clarko? Like, Britopians would be like, Fat American 123, or like, Let's Go Revolution 245. Like, hey, like, just checking in on that American, you know, how are you guys doing? Like, with, like, British people drinking tea and crumpets, you know? Like, that would be really funny. There's some good... I kind of wish Twitch existed back in the 1920s. Things would have been so funny. Things could have been hilarious, guys. You don't understand. Things could have been really, really funny. All review. Like, there's some real British riding BMX bikes, yo. Gift 5 subs and I'll make the light bulb. Yo, that like, that's so, that goes, dude. I would fucking. Oh my god, there's some good bits there. Someone needs to make epic Twitch streamers of history. Yeah, all right, what's up, Twitch chat? My name's Benjamin Franklin. Today we're gonna be flying some kites, seeing if we could get some lightning in a bottle, if you know what I'm saying. Like, ladies, hit me up in the DMs. Like, dude, there's some good memes. My fellow Americans. Not the British. Yeah, dude, I don't know. There's some really funny. Combining new and old is just hilarious. It's actually like, the world has changed so much. It's inherently hilarious. Just imagining like the founding fathers in Twitch chat. Okay, Xenon. We might have to. Is it a joke? Yeah, we might. Okay, we're gonna. That's. We found the line. Okay, we found the line. We found the line. We found the line. Trench tier list. Yo, dude, a trench tier list would go hard. Like, yo, time for this. Yeah, yo, chat. Yo, chat, the siege is happening May 31st on Saturday. Make sure to bring your trebuchets. There will not be trebuchets provided for you. If you want to bring your own, you know, hand cannon, feel free. But, you know, they're going to be like 100 pounds a piece. So only bring what you can carry. I have perfect teeth. Dude, there's so many good memes, dude. There's so many good memes. Nah, it was right on the, you're mostly okay, Xena. It was right there. Trebuchet's not provided. Yeah, BYO, trebuchet. BYO, bring your own bayonet. There's some really funny memes, dude. Imagine, Mr. Beast. Imagine, that's the real lore they don't want to tell us. Is that Mr. Beast actually built the pyramids, and whoever climbs to the top wins their own Sphinx statue I will build outside of your own hut. I don't know what the house is. Sorry. Dude, goes so crazy. I can't shake the could you imagine? Mozart at the local pub, like, oh, like, I scribed down on ink and quill my name of my SoundCloud. Like, check it out when you get home. You know, make sure to get a cabin buggy so you can get home safe. Don't drink it. Don't drink ale and don't drink ale and ride horses now. Like, I'm sorry, this is a dumb bit. Anyways, is this a thing? Or am I just inventing that already exists? Mozart on SoundCloud is so funny. So good, dude. Wasn't bro German? Yeah, bro, I'm not gonna do. I'm not gonna do a German accent. I'm chilling. Ale and horses. Yeah. Holy crap, dude. There's some good memes. What would chat say when the person was invented? Augers. Holy. Okay. Jeez Louise. Chat would spam like Poggies plus noted or whatever. Yo, that would, yo. Imagine like the modern day printing press, or like the modern day like keyboard gets invented, and everybody in chat spams like people poggers noted. Like, now we can write. This is a scary thought. Yeah, someone was saying earlier that's just it's sad that yeah, that's a fucked up. We're gonna move on in a sec, but that's a fucked up thought that, like, imagine if Hitler had social media. Imagine if he was able to brainwash more. Like, that's kind of fucked up. That we're gonna move on. It's an insanely scary thought. That's something we're gonna have to think about. Like, social media amplifies everything. It's pretty wild. Anyways, we're gonna move on though. It's a crazy, you know. Anyways, someone said it's happening. Not like to that. I don't want to belittle how horrible the Holocaust. Why are we talking about this? I don't want to say by saying like the, because we're not close. That was, yeah. Anyways, but we can follow for follow. But yeah, no, but yeah, I think that's fair. Yeah, no, there's art. Yeah. Yes, we're all. we're all pretty chill here. Okay. Anyways, we always loop back to Doomer. I'm a pretty like bloomer optimistic guy. There's just some funny stuff. Anyways, this PokeMMO stream is not. How do we? Is it the leveling? I think it's the leveling. I think it's that leveling is too brain dead. It's not engaging enough. We need something to keep chat off the street. We need something to keep us entertained. Okay, I have an idea. I lied. I don't have an idea. I totally lied. I was just trying to change the topic. We do letterbox. We do movies. Do ASMR. I don't know if I'm built like that. Like Minecraft. I did record a Minecraft video today. I actually finished a big project, which was cute. I spent the last 50 days after stream placing dirt, and I show off that little project and mining dirt, of course. Even bigger dig. It's not a big dig. This time it was a big excavation, and then I made a big dirt island in the sky. It's the TLDR, but it's pretty big. It's pretty big. Hopefully this summer grips. That seems to be the sentiment, but what is that just PokeMMO? There's a lot to talk about, a lot to say, but if you're like super new, to give you the best TLDR answer, it is generations 1 through 5 of Pokemon seamlessly combined, where you can like travel between them. So you have one character, you share like the PC between all the regions are like one game essentially, and you just travel between them. There's a lot of custom balancing. It's a fan-made game. It's not official. Yeah, it's a fan-made game. It's probably in terms of total fan-made Pokemon projects, I actually don't know where PokeMMO ranks. I know that PokeMMO is the most popular Pokemon MMO, like by far, like bar none. I don't know. Yeah, generally people call it the best unofficial game, but like I'm biased. I love the game I play, you know. It's not for everybody. If you like Pokemon and you like MMOs, you'll like PokeMMO. If you don't like MMOs and grindiness, I notice the biggest problem PokeMMO has is that it somewhat baits players in by presenting himself as a Pokemon game, and it is, right? But it's more of it's an MMO, right? And a lot of Pokemon fans join PokeMMO for the fun Pokemon part, complete all the storylines, and then the MMO part begins, the grindy part, and they're like, oh, I don't want to grind 30 hours for one thing. You know, like that sound like there's a reason why I love MMOs. MMOs are my favorite game genre by far. There's a reason it's kind of a dying genre. Not everybody wants to grind. I totally get it. I love grinding. I love the endurance. I love that it's like I love it, right? But not everybody likes that, right? Yeah, if you like grindy games and you're used to MMOs, if you like things like RuneScape, if you like things like, you know, I think PokeMMO fits in very, very well. PokeMMO is the perfect game for a type of person, but I don't try to like, I don't want to fib and be like, oh yeah, everybody would enjoy PokeMMO for thousands of hours. No, if you don't like grinding, you won't, you know? If it's really important to make that, it's better to make that clear up front, you know? Now, I do think, you know, players could enjoy for a few hundred hours. If you hate grinding, you can still just play the regions 1 through 5 storylines. Like, that just is like it's a good way to nostalgically experience the gens 1 through 5. I appreciate the question. Dude, it's crazy. Yeah, if you like RuneScape and you like Pokemon, you're the perfect. Well, you know, what's up, Bush? You're gonna love it. That's where I'm at. I was a big RuneScape player, and it's crazy the parallels between RuneScape and PokeMMO. Okay, I wanna. God damn it. Okay, careful, Brendan. We're gonna. Good meme, but we're gonna move on. Okay, let's drop PokeMMO. A 3rd gen playthrough YouTube video. I think I do actually. No. Clashy, you know what it is, Clashy? Fuck, I have one. It's recorded, it's uploaded, it's timestamped, and I have the thumbnail made. It's just not uploaded yet. The timing on that question, Clashy, is actually crazy. It is scheduled for June 7th. My Hoenn storyline guide. My Hoenn storyline guide is done and made. It is scheduled for June 7th right now. I tried to schedule it as soon as possible, but the streamathon kind of delayed it a little bit. The grind set mindset, yeah. It's not for everybody. I totally like, not everybody wants to come home from their 9-to-5 job and grind a video game, right? For a lot of people, the IRL is enough of a grind. They don't, you know, but I like grinding in video games, you know? So sorry to hear that, Nightshade. Maybe you could today, Shadow, you know? The Shadow will be really fun. I do have a Unova guide. I have one out. But it came out recently. Unova storyline guide PokeMMO. Yes, the Unova. I want to do one for each storyline. That's ideal. I'm honored to hear it, Clashy. That just means the world. That's all I want to do, you know? That's the goal. Yeah, it sounds really memey, and it kind of is a little. I'm not gonna, you know, you can't take it too seriously because it'll be crazy. I kind of like. There have been times I haven't felt this way in a. Well, it depends. If I'm watching a movie or something, I don't feel this way. But like, there have definitely been times like if I'm like XP grinding or like playing or like wood cutting on RuneScape or whatever, and I'm doing nothing else, it can get therapeutic. Isn't the word? It is kind of not for me. It's like meditative. Like I definitely get into like I used to get into like a meditative state for sure with RuneScape. Not the flow state. That's like a different, but like a meditative with like RuneScape where I'm just like doing the activity, but I'm just like thinking and wandering in thought and feeling like satisfied in thought or whatever. Yeah, same. Yeah, RuneScape and PokeMMO can definitely be like meditative games, weirdly. Not, you know. How to reset it? You can just right click it and it'll bring up a menu. I can't show it on stream, but if you right click the encounter panel, it'll bring up a menu and you can just right click the number, scroll down. You have to have the weird thing is you have to have a mouse with a scroll wheel. I remember I used to only play on laptops. I didn't have that for a while, so it was like a weird. I had problems with that at times, but if you have like a scroll wheel, you should be good, or a mouse. Yes, flapping, of course. Yes, space in the team. Yes. Plenty of space. If you're on an Ironman account, just give me your Ironman IGN and make sure to try to be unbusy if possible. Yes, got you, Crowder. I'll get you copy pasted. I got you, Zenon, in 1 sec. Try to be unbusy if possible. I know that sometimes like. Yeah, try to unbusy if possible, Crowder. You can't be like in a battle. You can't be in a fight. You can't be at the PC, etc., etc. The weird one is you would think it's weird that being in the PC is busy, but yeah, technically it is. I'll have to get you later, Crowder. If you're busy, I might have to come back to you. Just try to be unbusy if possible. I was gonna say I don't know. It's if you're not unbusy, I get it. I'm not trying to, because sometimes you'll leave your message. I won't see it for like 3 minutes. I don't expect you guys to like not play the game for like minutes and minutes just because you're waiting for a team invite. That's not fair to you, but I do appreciate whenever it's possible. Iron Crowder. Think I got you. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Hyper wasn't paid group chances. Yeah, I might have to. I thought about that. The problem is my Meowth. Is it? I don't know if it's. I think it's adamant. I think it's not. It needs to be like special attack EV trained. I might. It's really worth it on Ironman. I really might do hyper voice pickup stuff. Yeah, I'm just XP training right now. Kind of boring, but yeah, got to do it. You know, especially on the Ironman. At Iron Doctor. Sorry about that, Doctor. I don't mean, obviously you're a regular as well. Apologies. There you go. I'm sorry about that, Doctor. I don't mean to, obviously. Or let it get ignored. I'm so sorry, Doctor. I really don't mean to. I'm so happy to hear, Scrooby. I'm sorry if you're still here. Much love. I'm so happy to hear it. That was the best. I love doing PokeMMO challenge runs, or like PokeMMO adjacent things. It really does give me like Nuzlocke, the speed run to a shiny, the Ironman. It really hits the algorithm in a different way, right? If Ironman, like it allows me to get more reach, and what that does is it selfishly grows my channel, but then also selfishly and selflessly grows the game. And that's like, I love this game. I want it to be successful. I want to have as many players as possible. I want to have a bustling economy. You know, I want PokeMMO to do well. I definitely, whether that's selfishly or selflessly. Yeah, just give me your IG. As long as you're an Ironman account, and you give me your IGN and try to be unbusy if possible. Yeah, that should work. Xenon. The problem is now I have to scroll back up. Let me see. Yo, good morning, Squiddy. What's up? Gotcha. Perfect. Thank you, Xenon. Thank you, yeah. Triple the Shunathon. I don't think I'd want to do it. If you could try to convince me. I don't think I'd want to do it because, I don't see a huge utility for that Pokemon. We should think about that. That's a good, like, to-do, like, one of the big things, it's a good to-do list. If anybody has any suggestions, okay? The thing I'm looking for are ×5 horde Pokemon that are close to a PC, so you don't need Leppas. ×5 horde, Lepaless Shiny Hunt, that is also only in Kanto, Hoenn, or Unova. It's a lot of restrictions, so hear me out. Has to be in Kanto, Hoenn, Unova, ×5 horde near a PC, and like a good, useful Pokemon. Like utility in some way. It has to have it has to be like a good utility Pokemon. It has to be a good raid Pokemon, something like that. So nothing then. Yeah, like, no, but like Pelipper is one. Wooper is like a decent one. Quagsar's good in PvP. Meowth Tyndall Road. You probably could ×5 horde. You're not wrong. You probably, and people could like Amulet Coin farm there if they want. Polytoad. Poliwag is a pretty good one because the problem is you need hidden ability access. This one might, we'll see. Pelipper is the best one I've seen so far. Darumaka Sandile. If those are, yeah, I think that's actually one of the better. Yeah, Darumaka. Those are right. You can just run down from the PC. That's really, really good. Let's move this then. The problem with Poliwag is you need hidden ability access on the Politoad, which is really hard to get on the Ironman. Pelipper and Hoenn is much faster. Is it actually? I would love to try that. I'm so down. Pacifilidog. I've never tried that spot. I'll try it. Sticky Hold Shelmet. No, that's a good one. That's a good. Yeah, Sticky Hold Pokemon's very, very relevant. Good one. Shelmet. Icarus City. Mienfoo and Icarus. Mienfoo's a good raid Pokemon. Mienfoo. We could just straight up do the Deano/Mienfoo. Or that's Durant, isn't it? Deano/Durant. Mienfoo. Vic Road. Mienfood. Bro is hungry. Mienfoo. Is the Mienfoo spot just 100% Mienfoo? Like north of Icarus? Mienfood. Shut up. Classic American. What's happening now, Pat? What's up, Shunter? Just doing some XP training and Heatmore. Yeah, I love Heatmore, and Heatmore would be good for like Flame Orb farming, but I don't know if I need a shiny one on this account. Mienfoo, Icarus, Darumaka Sandile. This is south of Nimbasa. Is that right? You guys don't have to see the full locations. I always thought Lombre needed Leppas, but I've never hunted it. Does Lombre not need Leppas? That's a cool one. Oh, and Safari. We could absolutely do. We should do Safari. Kanto and Hoenn. Kanto, Safari, Hoenn, Safari. We absolutely should do some Safari. We need some single encounter spots. No Evo. I just type shell. That's how it spawns. The Evo is Exceldor for sticky hold. Bullish for a ghost type. It's not a bad option. Petalbird. Yeah, Petalbird. I might do Petalbird. Petalbird is just a classic. Everybody loves fucking Petalbird. And then like maybe I like the Charmander spot, and on the Ironman I'd probably catch the Charmanders, which is kind of cool. I need a good Charmander for raids. I don't know. We have a lot of spots. I'm gonna get rid of Poliwag. Is that a bad suggestion? Sorry if you know. Litwick. Litwick is tough without Leppas. I don't have Johto unlocked. Sorry for those coming in late. I'm looking for spots that are I'm looking for spots that are in Kanto, Hoenn, Unova. Ideally ×5 hordes, but we need a few. I think we have most of the single encounters. We can do ×3 or ×5 hordes. So horde Pokemon near a PC in Kanto, Hoenn, or Unova, and would also be good Pokemon for an Ironman. This is essentially the like Ironman shunt list to some extent. Farmage is my favorite. I mean, that's based. Just because trade Evo. Oh! Yo, good call. Is that... You're right, aren't you? That's a good call. How do we get Exceldor in the wild? That's a good call. Imagine I got a shiny Shellman. I couldn't even evolve it on the Iron Man. Holy shit. Yeah, it's sort of the lore. That's really interesting. Vanillite. You can't really do it without Leppas. Usually you would save Vanillite or Vanillish for wintertime in game. But I appreciate the ideas. I'm gonna shut you down so much. I'm sorry. Muck. Yeah, we could do like, because Muck has the Toxic Orb chance. But the problem is Grimer's not a good utility Pokemon / Muck. I love the problem. It's not a very like Seismitoad's just not very useful. Nidorino King's just not that useful. In the storylines it is, but yeah, I'm looking for like utility, like long-term usage. Memers. It's got sticky hold. Oh, does that increase? Does sticky hold also increase? Oh yeah, it's the you're right. It's the I never thought about that. Muck / Grimer could be a fishing Pokemon. I never thought about that. Yo, what's up? One sec. Wife's home. I look like I'm talking to the factor sign. That's fucking awesome. That's really funny. Wow. Huge sponsor. No, turn on my wife for a quick sec. Sorry, boys. The smile when he talks to her. Yeah, thankfully I actually really like my wife. I can't imagine. I fucking can't imagine hating my. It sounds so miserable to live with someone you hate, or for like your wife to like not be funny. Think about that all the time. If you were not funny, I'd be really upset. I would be a lot more bummed. Yeah, fortunately you're kind of funny, I guess. Not bad, not bad. Anyway, try to glaze my wife, boys. Whooper's a cool one. Nerd, I know, pretty much, dude, pretty much. Gross. Background touch Beldum is enticing. It's a good spot, but I just don't know if it is enough utility for the Ironman. But I like the idea. I know you do. But it was just some random, yeah. She is true. Don't say that. Don't. Yeah, they can't really hear you, which is good. I'm not gonna tell them what you said because it's unhinged. Ironman is just a player-made, self-imposed challenge, player-made concept. Great question. I kind of stole it from RuneScape. I didn't invent it, you know. Why the Deano? Because it's a great question. Hydreigon is a really good raid Pokemon. Durant is kind of the fail there. But Hydreigon's a really good raid Pokemon, or like pretty good raid Pokemon rather. Good dark type, and then also really good in like endgame or like medium to advanced strats for Jimmy runs. Probably Minchino for cute charm. I just hate. I don't need more Minchinos is the problem. Have you not told her that? That's really funny. Imagine, can I say that? Imagine having to tell your therapist your husband's a streamer. They're probably like, oh, honey, let's buckle in. They're probably like, I'm going to start charging you extra. That's fucked up. So my wife keeps saying that her therapist loves me. She has never met me. It's because she fucking needs to meet me. And she'd be like, oh, gross. I thought he was going to be like the cool kind of streamer. He's going to be like, ugh, gross. Time stream Baneri. It is 1:41 p.m. My husband plays in front of the camera to entertain. Okay, why would you word it? You're cooked. Would have failed. Yeah, I love Durant as a Pokemon. That's also no. You're also spitting facts. Ko-Roshi. I need to we have a Ko-Roshi and Ko-Roshi. I assume it still said Crow or whatever. I love Durant as a Pokemon, and I see what you're saying. The swarm. The Crocodile Shimmers. I guess there's not that many. You raise a good point. What are you talking about? What? Yeah. Yeah, fuck. That would be. Yo, imagine. That's a funny bit. Imagine the beef therapists would have with streamers because they're like, oh, you took a BetterHelp sponsorship this month? Interesting. And they like start suggesting the client to like drink it and like do drugs to solve their problems. They start giving you like bad advice. That's really okay. We're on some unhinged jokes today. Anyways, I don't know, man. I'm gonna send her the factor link. Do not chill my sponsor. That's insane. Don't do that. Yo, what's up, Brock? How you doing today? That's so cooked. Here's Ligar. I love the suggestion. I don't know if it's enough. It's a really pretty shiny that I do want. I don't know if there's enough utility on it for it. I think this is 8 spots. This is a lot of spots. This is like 8 hours of shiny hunting. I think we're going to stick with this. Thank you guys so much for helping me come up with this list. This is a great list. Before it was literally just Pelipper, so. Mount Moon. The problem is I know the front part of Mount Moon is Zubat. You'd have to like go into Mount Moon is the problem. Also, getting hidden ability on Parasect is really what makes it good, which is hard to do. I really don't. It sucks. I don't want to have to get prismatic pearls. My fucking nightmare is getting prismatic pearls on this account. I feel like I'm gonna have to do it at some point. Like I'm gonna have to like I'm gonna have to consume a shiny on this account. It's gonna hurt, man. I feel like it's gonna happen at some point for efficiency. We might do me. I don't want to risk the Ponyta, okay? But maybe. But I have to like amulet coin farm that spot anyway. I don't know. Thank you so much for the Twitch Prime saying lol. Thank you. Took it to the shock hole. No, stop. On the Ironman, okay, chill. Ring tomorrow is rough. Oh, gotcha. That's okay. That is I should have said it on my stream at my Shanathon around the fucking Elden Ring DLC. But like unironically, like fuck. It is the okay. The streamathon is the 31st. So at least if the DLC comes out tomorrow, you could play Elden Ring DLC tomorrow and then take a break for a day if you want to, or you could watch the stream and play Elden Ring. You know, based. A couple hours ago. Yo, shout out to the Elden Ring memers. If you enjoy that, more power to you. Hell yeah. You're cooked. The name. Still be over second monitors. Yeah, yes. Unironically, so much of my content is partially designed around being second monitor. I know that I'm not main monitor material, and I'm okay with that. I think that's fine. You know, more creators should just be like, you know what, I'm not good enough for main monitor. I'm just gonna aim to be second monitor, and if you do that, you fucking do better. There you go, man. That's the strat. You know, fucking summoning salt, that's main monitor content, right? Wolfie VGC, a lot of his videos, main monitor content, you know? What else, right? Like, Patrouski, second monitor content, okay? Any like long form yap discussion, you know? Second monitor content. Dude, hell yeah, huh? Both are main monitors? Oh, well, that's sweet. About third monitor? Okay, that is... If you're third monitor content, that is rough. The third monitor content is, like, usually, like, your Spotify or, like music or, like, maybe Discord. If you're third monitor content, you might be cooked. If I'm third monitor content for you, I'm cooked. And that's okay. Yeah, third monitor content is, like, Discord, Spotify, like, whatever your music or social memer is. Nothing like 8 consecutive summoning salt videos. That'll do it, man. Picture in picture. If you're a mobile gamer, hell yeah. My battle was... Oh, I need to learn that. That's actually... Okay, it sounds cool. Cool setup. This short week has felt insanely long. What's up, Oso? Laptop's been in your eye. Dude, I've been there. I was on one monitor only. I think I've only been on 3 monitors, or I was on one monitor for 26 of my 27 years on Earth. I've actually only been using more than one monitor for less than a year, because I set up my more than one now I have 3 monitors. My third monitor is kind of I'm mostly 2 monitors. My third monitor is this little fucker, which sits on top of my desktop. And it's kind of like, it's kind of so out of the way. Like, I don't know if it really counts, you know? Doesn't want it? Yeah, no, I was really behind. Like 7 years. You guys are fucking in the matrix. You're ahead of schedule, okay? You're gaming. So what happened was it's crazy that I've only been doing stable content for less than a year. Because prior to that, I had my own apartment. Me and my wife only moved in together technically. We basically lived together, but didn't technically own a place together. We finally got our place together after we got married last year in like in July, like June or July. So like I didn't set up a multiple monitor setup because I was moving my desktop and monitor back and forth between Maryland and Virginia for like 3 or 4 years. Every time we visited or whatever, right? So I didn't set up a multiple monitor set. I didn't have the desk room. My desk was so small, I didn't have any room for a second monitor. It was like my desk was so small. The one monitor was the length of the entire desk. Like unironically. Like obviously the base is smaller, but that was how I made content for like so long. Shizu spitting game? Wait, huh? What's her name? Oh, okay, she's okay. Hello. Friendly play. Dude, I'm gonna be so... Schmeedy, I have been reduced. I love Magic, okay? Magic is my 3rd favorite game of all time, okay? Old School RuneScape, PokeMMO, Magic the Gathering. No, it's not a 50-inch... My desk was just that small. This monitor is like... It's a bigger monitor. It's probably like 34 inches. 32. No, there's no way it's that big, actually. Do I have a tape measure? I'm getting distracted. I love Magic the Gathering. I'm gonna be so honest, bro. I don't actively play nowadays. I used to, man. I used to go to a card shop. Like, I used to live and breathe Magic the Gathering. I used to play 24/7. I used to grind Legacy. I used to grind drafts. I used to grind pre-releases. I loved Magic so much. But I moved. Basically, what happened was I took a long break from Magic, and then I moved. And then I haven't found a shop / don't know if there's a shop near me that fits my needs. And my needs being just to, like, what I want in a Magic shop is like 1 to 3 40-year-old guys who have just been playing Magic for like, maybe like, okay, my ideal Magic shop is one 40-year-old guy who's been playing 45-year-old guy, maybe 50, fuck it, who's been playing Magic for like 20 years, knows all the cards, owns enough cards to build a vintage deck, but doesn't. He keeps them all in a binder. And then one alt girl. I've got to have one alt girl at every Magic shop. I don't know why the fuck that's the case, but every I don't know why, but every Magic shop has at least one alt girl as one of like the owners / workers. Okay, and then you have the younger guy who's like the competitive grinder, or like casual memer, right? That's I want fucking 3 homies who love the game, know Magic, and, you know, maybe they do, you know, they can do Pokemon, Yu-Gi-Oh, other things that like really know Magic or whatever. And like buy and sell trick cards. Dude, Magic's changed so much. Back, like I didn't realize how privileged I was / spoiled I was. Like, yeah, dude, I grew up around some amazing local game stores. I love them so much, and I didn't realize that not every game store was as amazing as those ones until I moved, and I was like, fuck. Like, not to... The meme is, the game stores near my new area are cleaner, they're bigger, they're higher quality, they're nicer. And they're not like, you know, they're not bad stores. They're just not my vibe, honestly. They have really nice leather fucking chairs, bro. They're all like bougie as fuck. These stores sell a lot of sealed product. They host a lot of tournaments, but the owners and the people don't know that much about Magic. Not that I know like everything, but you know, I used to be really into it. They're not as knowledgeable as I would like. They don't buy and sell cards. I didn't realize how lucky I was to have my LGS. I went to a store with a list of cards of like 40. I was building my wife a commander deck to get her into Magic, and she got into a Bloomburrow. And we went to the store, and we had like a list of like 60 cards, and they only had like 13. And I was like, what the, like, how is that possible? How are you a card store? Like, that's insane. And they weren't like rare cards, you know? And that, yeah, dude, Brewski, okay, so I'm not crazy. Brewski, this blew my fucking mind. No card stores, at least none that if you live in like Northern Virginia, and have card store recommendations, let me know. All the card stores around me don't fucking buy and sell. They sell some singles, but none of them take trade-ins. It's like insane. I don't know how they operate. Growing up, I always understood that like singles was how most card shops made their money. Like the margins on singles, like that's how they make do, right? None of the shops here do that. They only like buy from like private collections and I remember I like brought my binder up to the guy at the desk, and I was like, hey, like I'm buying a bunch of cards today. I have a few cards I was looking to, you know, offload or trade in if you were interested. And he was like, he's like, and like, if you know card store humor, you would understand this. He was like, nah, we don't do trade-ins. And I was like, ha ha ha. And I like was still pulling the binder out of my backpack, and he was like, no, seriously, we don't do trade-ins. And I was like embarrassed. I was like, oh, I thought you were like, that's like, I thought you were joking. Like, that's like, it was crazy. That was so crazy, man. Yeah, maybe that's I used to live with card shop owners. I used to like help. I never like worked at a card shop, but I would help them out around the shop. I did sales. I would sort cards. I'm very familiar with the card shop life. I didn't realize I took a long break from Magic, and so much has changed, I guess. I don't know, man. Yeah, maybe everybody's just opening cards, and like it's just funny to me. Like it's just weird to me. Like we were always preached to, like growing up, like don't buy sealed products, don't buy packs. That's gambling, right? Buy singles. All the hardcore buy singles. If you want to open packs, draft, right? But I feel like this new age of Magic players is like they don't want to buy singles, they just want to open all the packs. And it was like fair. Like neither is right or wrong. they achieve different goals. If you want to build decks and like be competitive and play, you know, seriously, you buy singles. But I think the average player is a lot more which is not a bad thing at all. You're a lot more casual. But I kind of am competitive with Magic. I really like Magic, you know. And I don't play like tier 1 decks. I'm that guy at your shop who like is really competitive, plays really seriously, but then plays like tier 2 or tier 3 decks. I played Stifle Knot. My main specialty is Stifle Knot. I played Stifle Knot for the longest time. It's taking an 8-year break from Magic and coming back and seeing that Stifle Knot made up like 2% of the legacy metagame. My brain, I was so happy. I was like, what the fuck? How is that? I was like, because when I was playing Stifle Knot, the reason I quit Magic, I'll move on from the Magic. It's not, if you don't know Magic, this sounds like a foreign language, so apologies. I was playing, keep in mind, I was playing Stifle Knot. I played Stifle Knot through Miracles meta, which was like fine. Like, it was a tough matchup for me because it's like all 1-drops. But it was like, I liked the matchup because it was skill based, at least. And like a lot of things were skill based, and like you know, et cetera, et cetera. When I quit Magic because Oko got printed, Renin 6, Fatal Push, even what was the other one? There were like so many cards that got printed back to back to back that inadvertently fucked up Stifle Knot. It wasn't like, you know, Stifle Knot was like a tier terrible deck. I never got into CDH. I've always preferred I really like, maybe I'll try it. I know it's like really popular. I really like Legacy. Legacy is my favorite format of all time. I've been trying to get into Vintage. I actually bought a Time Vault this year. I actually just got the Fire Design era. I actually just got a Tolarian Academy in the mail today, which is hilarious. But yeah, there was a bunch of cards printed in an era of like Phyrexian Dreadnought was already terrible and it got fucked up. Just play Commander. Commander is a really cool format, but I don't like to just play Commander. Commander is cool, but it has a lot of problems as well and is overly casual, I would argue. Commander is a really cool format. I took a break and I came back, and when I left, Standard was the most popular format, and I came back to Commander being the most popular format, which is a way better. I'd rather Commander be the more popular. I respect Modern players a ton. Modern players are some of the more serious players I've ever met. Even more serious than your average Legacy player, which is kind of funny. I never got into Modern. I hate Tron. That's the honest. I hate playing against Tron. I don't think Tron's that good anymore, but Tron was so good for so many years, and I didn't want to play against Tron. That's one of the biggest reasons I didn't like Mimer. Money bags, G. I like to play. I'm just very Tron's washed now. Fucking yes, dude. I'm very frugal. I don't spend a whole lot of money, especially on myself. So the one thing I splurge out for is Magic cards. I got a pretty good. It was like $80, I think, for a Tolarian Academy. 80 or 90 for a Japanese Tolarian Academy. I was pretty happy with that. A pretty decent, yeah, meme. I'm really patient. I look for deals. The most expensive Magic card I ever bought, I bought this year, and it was the Time Vault. I actually have a video on my I have a Magic the Gathering channel. I'll go link really quick if you want to go check it out. Patrouski 3, which has been gaining some traction, which is crazy. It's been really, really beautiful to see. I'm gonna grab that really quick. But I bought the most expensive Magic card I've ever owned this year, and it's a Time Vault. Now Time Vault, I bought it for $636 shipped and post taxes. $636 is a hell of a lot of money to pay for a piece of cardboard, right? I'm really happy with it. I got a really good deal on it. I'm very, 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 very happy with this, what I can say. The second cheapest Time Vault on the market at the time was like $800, and I set an offer. I wasn't quite ready to buy it, and I told my wife, I was like, I'm gonna send the guy an offer on eBay for $600, and if he takes it, sure, because that's $200 under market. And he just took it, so that was amazing. I would be so down. The problem is it's hard to find yeah, no, not Tabernacle. I'm not a Tabernacle. That was one of the biggest yeah, I'm not a 2K. What's Tabernacle? 2K? Right, what's Tabernacle cost right now? I'm not a Tabernacle gamer. The most expensive card I own is $600 or whatever, or worth like, that's still a lot of money for a piece of cardboard. It's pretty silly, but I wish Magic wasn't so fucking good. Like, it sucks because like Magic is such an expensive game, but it's so fucking fun. It's so good. Anyways, sorry to rant about that. Yeah, no Tabernacle for me. Maybe, I doubt I'll ever get it. I don't have the desire to play lands in Legacy, thankfully. The cool format or cool deck, but yeah, that's amazing, Brewski. Magic cards, X Magic Carps. I don't think my bad. My for anybody who wants to hear me yap about Magic the Gathering, I do have a channel for it. I love Magic. I really fucking do. I respect that. Even like that's how I think about my It sounds a little silly when you say it out loud, but like it's as long as it's like it's just part of your retirement, that's totally fine. I think like a lot of very rich people do have like collectibles and tradables as part of their like Roth, not part of the Roth IRA, but part of their like investment plan, right? I definitely think of my vintage deck. My vintage deck is I want to build shops. I don't know if I'll ever complete it. But it's definitely like a when it's time to retire, I'll probably sell it, you know. I'm not like attached to it to that degree, but I do. It's a really cool deck. You've knackled your last table. I just love. There are certain things I'll never, ever sell, no matter how much. Like for example, I own 5 Phyrexian Dreadnoughts because it's my favorite card of all time, and I bought them when they were 12 to 14 bucks a piece, and it's crazy because now Dreadnoughts are worth like 180 a piece. It's fucking insane. That was the best accidental investment I ever made, was buying Phyrexian Dreadnoughts. But I own 5 of them because you know, I grew up very fucking poor, didn't have much money, but I still wanted to like buy Magic cards. So I would like skip lunch at school, you know, the classic skip lunch, save lunch money. My mom would like give me money. If I was like at the card shop for like 12 hours, she'd be like, here's $5 for food. I would just not eat, or I'd spend like $2 to $3 or like $2 on food. I would do a can of toffee peanuts and then like a soda, and then eat that for the day, and then pocket the other $3 for Magic cards. And I would do that, and I would like continuously build up a little bit of cash, be able to do drafts occasionally, and eventually I bought my Phyrexian Dreadnoughts, and it was really only because of like the people at that shop were so amazing. Like the owner of the shop, Luke, was always looking out for damaged Dreadnoughts, like cheap ones. And I think I had one or two of the Dreadnoughts were even given to me by like older guys who were like in their 40s who loved Magic and knew that I had been trying to build a Legacy deck. Dude, the Legacy community in Magic is amazing because they know it's expensive and they love the format and love the game and they want people to get into it. I've seen people like I've been given like a Dreadnought, like a playset of Cloud Post, which are not worth anything, but like 25 like $1 for a playset, like that really adds up when you're, you know, 15 years old. People were always so nice about it. It was always so, I don't know, it was cute. It was cute, man. Into the hard towards our lunch, bro. I love Magic. It's a great game. Play PvP occasionally. It's really good on the Ironman Holo. I actually just did a big PvP arc, Archie. I mostly play randoms, which is not like traditional Pokemon PvP, you know. I mostly play randoms in PokeMMO. The problem is I don't like this season. This season of randoms is pretty rough. Also, my win rate, you can see I'm doing terribly this season. Like for reference, this is the first negative win rate I've gone since season 5 of randoms PvP. And my season 5 negative win rate was 1 and 2. Like my average win rate is like 60 to 65%, which is not amazing, but not bad. It's like pretty, I hold my own in randoms. But I've not been enjoying this randoms season, or maybe I just suck and I'm washed up. It's one of the two, or both. Yeah, that's insane, Brewski. That's crazy. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, Jason. I'm lucky that I'm not super into the Pokemon. I have like some Pokemon cards, like some graded cards, but I'm not super into the Pokemon TCG, at least at the current time. And I'm glad that I'm not, because it's expensive. You can only have one expensive hobby, you know. I used to also be like really into like retro video games. Like I have a whole wall, and I still am, but like I don't actively collect anymore, because I just can't buy video games and Magic. It's too much. I have one hobby that costs money at a time. That's my limit. That's really cool, Brewski. I love talking like trading cards and like video games. I mean, really boring, you know, duh, but good shmemes, good shmemes. Can't believe how long this has taken to XP train this, I'm not gonna lie. I kind of can't believe how long this has taken to XP train. I'm not gonna lie. I've been live for almost 3 hours today, and all I've been doing is XP training this bayonet. We've gotten very distracted, don't get me wrong, but it's been a slow grind. XP training is just so much slower without XP charms. Also, it's like only needs 800k XP as well. That's wow, that's crazy. I really would like to. It's crazy. Obviously, we're very far from this, but with the Halloween events, Christmas event, like event season coming up, I'm gonna have to really focus on. I'm gonna have to grind those events so hard. It's gonna be so important to get XP charms, to get the charms, get all those limited vanities, etc., while you can. I'm gonna have to play that event so much. But I'm gonna stop at 96 for a sec. We're gonna go test this. I'm gonna head over to Kanto. I'm sure there's better spots as well. I need to figure out where the best spot to do like ×5 hordes of Geodude / Graveler near a PC if there is a spot. I know of a ×3 spot. I'm just gonna head there for now and test a little bit. I just want to see how many Everstones I can really get. I want to get my stack of Everstones up. That's the main goal of all this. That's fucking cool as shit. Themed commander pods. That's really fun, Strump. I wish I had an IRL friend group to play Magic with. I just kind of don't right now is the problem. I need Thief. Thank you, Tom. Let me actually go to a good call. Unova really quick. Was there a message I missed? My buddies and I are doing a fun Idiot's draft. That's awesome. I'll be running 5-color commanders and drafting the cards. MTG snake style. Yup. You have to run it. No one else can. You have to run it. Oh, win tons of it. That's cool. That's really cool. That's cool, man. PC. I appreciate that, Call Ninja. I'd rather just go over to the shopping mall really quick because it's just easy to remember. Easy to go there for everything. It's a good call though. I appreciate you trying. After XP training, I want to practice. The whole reason I'm XP training this Pokemon is so I can do some thiefing of Everstones, because I need a bunch of Everstones for 1 million future breeds on the account. This is yeah, TMs. But first things first, I do need a Thief TM. I might even need 2 of them, actually. I'm going to go ahead and grab 2 just in case. I always hate this. TMs are sorted by typing, and then they're alphabetized. So I have to find, like, where are the dark type TMs? They're at the very bottom, I guess. I'm going to grab 2 of these. You have to find where the typing is, and then go to the alphabetization. I kind of hate that categorizing, but whatever. I'm going to use Thief on this Bayonet. Over Hex, sure. I have Trick as well, which can actually hilariously work, but we're going to use Trick or Thief. We're going to see how this goes. I'm going to head over to a ×3. There's a ×3 Geodude spot that I just know of in Kanto, so we're going to go over there and test this out. Dude, I mean, I don't know how, yeah. I've tried to untap. Yeah, no, I played untap like back at, it's crazy that I feel like Untap's gotten more popular. I used to play Untap back in like 2013, which is fucking amazing. I feel like I've seen a lot of people using it more, which is good. And then I tried Spell Table or whatever, but you can't really find, like, you don't find legacy matches on Spell Table, which is what I want. At least I couldn't. Bronzeman accounts. I've heard of Bronzeman accounts. I've heard of certain variants. I'm sure there's more I haven't heard of, Penny, for sure. No worries about double texting. No worries. Not non-bait regions, problem. But so the problem is not really though. Sinnoh is really good for fossil farming and doing like the rock smashes, but it's actually worse for Everstone farming. For Everstone farming, I want to do hordes of Geodude and stuff. If I want to go for fossils as well, I would go for Sinnoh for sure. I used to use X-Mage way back in the day as well. It's been a long time. Go to Magicon. I've only been to one big. I went to like a big seal fucking tournament. It was not. I did not. It was a mixed time. That's rough. Enoch, good luck to you, man. Go to SawCon. Ha 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 ha. What's up, Oso? Suck on these nuts. Nice try. Good one. Very lay funny. How you doing today, King? I almost had him, chat. You would never get me on SawCon is one of my favorites of all, because that one was like, when SawCon came to be, that was a real revolution for the D's Nuts jokes, unironically. The account is Iron Patrouski. Dude, I love the look of the Riz with the teddy bear ears and the suit. Sock on these nuts. You can't do the back. You guys are cooked. Does this need thief? Yeah, it does. Shiny Shuck. Okay. Gaming. Right, this is why I bought 2 thieves. Now I also want to go ahead and put a thief on my Weavile, which is my pickpocket Pokemon, okay? So I think this... Did I do it wrong? Yeah, okay. I just clicked too quick. Okay, whatever. I think that we're going to go Psycho Cut. The strategy is going to be... I've never done pickpocketing. I'm actually not used to this. The strategy is going to be lead with a Frisk Thief Pokemon and then switch to Weavile and hope that they deal damage to me to steal the item that way. And then I also can have... It also is nice to have double thief potential. There's a lot of reasons why this is like an interesting strat. I'm gonna try this. So all I'm gonna do is hop into Rock Tunnel. This is a ×3 horde. I need to find a ×5 Geodude or Gravel horde, but we'll do that in a sec. Is this 50-50? Oh no. I definitely thought this was 100% Geodude. This sucks if this is like 50-50, or if it's nighttime it changes. I tested this before and it seemed to be Geodude 100%. The change based on the day, based on the timing, that would be so unlucky / funny. Rock Tunnel. No, it just... Okay, maybe okay. Maybe this is not the spot that I want then. That's... 50-50 is really bad. Let's go find a new spot. Is there a new spot? Let's see. Geodude. Mount Moon. Mount Moon's also Zubat, though. I've done that one for a shiny challenge. Yodo. Magma Hideout. Is Magma Hideout the place to go? The fly Pokemon. Get rid of Blastoise, maybe. Let's go. Grab our damp Pokemon, I guess, because it'll be nice. Damp here, this here, this here. Okay. Okay. How far is Magma Hideout? We'll see. Where's Granite Cave Hordes? How many do you see? We'll try a few spots. It's all considering it to my Ironman account. I'm not work with my personal. Yeah, dude, whatever. It's all about personal, personal challenges. Whatever works for you. Yeah, they hit you, pickpocket deals it, yeah. You're doing Hoenn? Yeah, Hoenn for Magma Hideout. Let's try this. Okay. Is it up here? Yeah. Okay. Got Hoppy Hops. Okay, is this a spot? This is totally... Is this going to be split with Torkoal is the only problem? Isn't this Torkoal hordes? Fuck. Torkoal could be on our list of Shuntathon shunts. Hilariously. Is 100% Torkoal? Yeah. I think you're right. Yeah. So you have to go deeper, which is not worth it. Pana Bayonet? Why? Why do I need it? It's not great to bike all the way up. It's not too bad. For them to hit you. I'm not gonna taunt, but taunt doesn't... I have to taunt each one individually. It's not worth it. After you, what you do is you, just switch to pick. I don't think taunt's worth it. You just switch to pickpocket and you just thief. You just thief around afterwards if they don't hit you. It's fine. Tortle's sick. Tortle's kind of cool. I'm gonna write it down. I think Tortle's not bad. I could be wrong. In my opinion, it's not worth it. Sorry if that's too dismissive. Tortle, Magma. I'll write it down. That's also our only Hoenn spot. So that's actually... Wait, are all of our hordes in Unova? No, this one's Hoenn. Okay, cool. I just realized. Fuck. Do we have any... We have a Kanto spot. Okay, 2 Kanto. Sorry. Okay. No, yo, you're totally fair. Okay, let me... Geodude. We're in uncharted waters. We gotta find a time slot. Who would need, like... Time slot for Geodude or Graveler spot near a PC. In Hoenn, Kanto, or Unova. Magma Hideout did not work. Sinnoh, don't have. No Unova. We go Graveler. The current goal is Frisk, Thiefing, Everstone farming. That's pretty fucking cracked, Night Shadow. Let me, Mount Silver, terrible. Hoenn. Magma Hideout again, but it's pretty deep. Sinnoh. Unova Challenger Cave. Is that one of the best? But you have to like go through so many memers. This is tough. I'm gonna be honest, this is just gonna be tough, I think. Horde here, there's nothing up here, right? Damn. Dude, it's really bad. I actually respect you. Like, you didn't say 9 out of 10 games are trash. You said 9 out of 10 games are stalling. You're not. This season's really bad. I as someone who loves randoms PvP, I so unbelievably agree with you this season specifically. I think the devs just made a mistake. I think there's too many tanky Pokemon and not enough damage in this season of randoms PvP. It's been crazy how many times like one Roost Golbat or one Roost Noctowl like literally just counters an entire team, and it's just no stall is really pushed this season, and I totally agree with you. I respect your frustration, Shram, and I'm just sorry you're going through it. It's rough. All right. Okay, I have quite literally... We are in uncharted waters. We are trying to discover a ×5 Horde Geodude or Graveler spot that is near a PC where you can Frisk Thief for Everstones. I have not been able to find anything. The Mount Ember spot is going to be too far. I think we might have to go back to test that, honestly. It might be one of our better options. Mount Moon is... deeper in the cave, I believe, because the front should be Zubat, so you can't do that. Rock Tunnel is like split with Zubat or deeper in the cave, and then we don't have Johto access. Maybe in the future regions. So then we have Hoenn. We went to Magma. We actually just tested. We went to Magma Hideout, and it was deeper in the cave. The front of the cave is Torkoal, so we couldn't do that. Don't have Sinnoh for Iron Island. And nothing else for Geodude. So next up, we're going to Graveler testing, and now we're at for Graveler testing. Mount Silver Cave. We don't have Johto, obviously. No Horde spots in Kanto. We then go to Hoenn. Magma Hideout. Too deep in the cave. We don't have Sinnoh. We then go to Unova. Our last bet, I think, is Challenger Cave. If Challenger Cave does not work, we're going to do what? We're going to try the Island 1 Mount Ember spot in Kanto, but I don't know how close that'll be to a PC. That might be too crazy. But we're going to try Challenger's Cave, I think. We shouldn't need the Horde location forum list because the Dex just has it all. Unless I'm missing something. I think Pokémon is an interesting Pokemon MMO. I think it's... if someone was like, you know what, I really prefer Pokémon over Pokemon, I get it. There's positives and negatives. I can see that. Trying to ban me? What is happening? Is Challenger Cave over... Yeah, it's over here. Problem is Challenger Cave is like... Right, the problem is Challenger Cave is post some grass, but it literally might be our best option, which is kind of crazy. They're really high-level Gravelers. I did bring a damp Pokemon. That's the other concern, is if they're really high-level Gravelers, my Pickpocketmon's going to die, and it's weak to rock attacks. This might not work either. This is tough. It's turning out that just simply farming a ton of Everstones on the Ironman account is going to be a challenge to even be able to do, let alone like the grind of it once we have a method, finding a method and actually have it. There might not be a good method that exists. We might have to do something really suboptimal, or just bite the bullet and go like rock smash, like unlock Sinnoh. Obviously that could be rock smash farming, fossil farming, but that is so much slower in terms of giving Everstones than hoarding and using the frisk strategy. So I'm trying to just aim for Everstones mostly, but we might have to just bite the bullet and commit to doing Sinnoh for rock smashing, because I don't know if we're gonna have an option here. Do some good spots. Is there actually, if there's a good spot in other regions? We're saying Mahogany Town and Johto. If there's good spots in other regions, that could be the difference. That could be the lifesaver. So I might need to wait or get that region done with somewhat soon. Let's see. If I can do them here, like right at the front of the cave, if this is where the Gravelers spawn, Lickitung hordes, is it 50-50 Lickitung Graveler? Even then, that's not that good. This is tough. It's been way harder to get Everstones than I thought it was going to be. We never really know. In my opinion, yes, Gabriel, but we never. So we only got Johto about less than 2 years ago, I think. Year and a half. Or has it been? PokeMMO is. Oh, I just fucking fucked up. PokeMMO has consistently added a new region to the game every 2 to 4 years for the past 13 years. I don't see them stopping anytime soon. A lot of new players come to the game and presume the game's always been 5 generations, which is not the case at all. They've just been slowly adding a region every 2 to 4 years, very consistently for over a decade. I don't think they'll stop at Gen 5, but I could be wrong. There'll be a longer pause for sure between Gen 5 and Gen 6 due to the technical difficulties. Gen 6 win. I have a video called Everything We Know About Gen 6 if you're interested. You get the link for that. There you go. Yeah, thank you. There you go, Shadow. Okay. Oh, okay. Okay, it turns out this spot is also a dud. So I think the best bet, we're going to head over to Kanto, go to the Island 1, test that little Island 1 spot, and I doubt that will be efficient. What we'll probably end up doing is just doing some just doing some rock smashing in Kanto until we can unlock Sinnoh and get us like maybe 10 Everstones, and that will at least get us started on some breeds here for future utility Pokemon. This is tough, man. Hoarding berry juice. Love to hear it, man. Let's heal up. Smashing. Roar. You're okay. Why did I only think about... No, you're fucking spitting facts, dude. There's no 100% spot for Boldor, right? Isn't that spot? It will. Let's test this first, then we'll go to that. You might be fucking spitting insane facts, Roar. You might be spitting the facts that we need. Surely there's got to be a ×5 horde near a PC for Boldor. Stralton Cave. The goal shoot. I can show it on stream. Oh god, it's so big. Goals list is too big. Here's the current goal list for anybody curious. Where is it at, Route 10? Do you know? And is it close to a PC? That's the Stralton Cave, Twist Mountain, Victory Road, Unova. After the Durant spot. That's not that far if you have to go through, like, not really near PC. That's a goal. It's a tier 3 goal. It's a long-term goal. The short term is 50 of each. Or medium term, sorry. Let's try Island 1. I could rock smash on the way, but we'll come back. Supposed to be... Okay. This is so far from a PC. I don't think this is ever... I'd have to pop a baby repel every time I came up here. And then I have to strength. There's no way this is worth it. Is it inside here? This is so far. Is this Graveler? It's either a split or also just much. Yeah, this spot's terrible. I can't do this. I don't have a link to them. The only thing I can, you can like screenshot them. I'm sorry. The only thing I can do is put it up on stream. I'm so sorry. I think there's a pinned message in my Patrouski Live Discord, that has the goal list, but it's not an updated goal list. I could post it here. A lot of people are asking for it. I'll post it. If you go over to my Is Patrouski Live Discord, there you go. I just copy pasted the goal list in there as a text document. Other do ×3. I'd be open to it. Okay, this spot's also a dud. It's so far from a PC. It's just that's not gonna work either. I could go do the rock smashes, obviously, but I like to keep trying. Roar Crazily brought up the idea. I don't know why I didn't think about this. It doesn't have to be Judith or Graveler. It has to be any Pokemon that has the held item chance for Everstone. I could go do Boldore or something like that, right? And there are Boldore ×5 forward spots. So that's a cool one. That's my next step, okay? We have Unova unlocked. We can do this. I'm gonna go test these spots. No one's ever tested. I doubt someone's ever like Frisk Thief not a long time for Everstone's like 5k. Why would you, on a main account, it's not worth it, you know? Why would you do that? You could go Frisk Thief Amulet coins, which are like 18k, or Flame Orbs, which are 12k, you know? So, all right, we're gonna go back to Unova, test out these Uncharted Water Boldore spots. Shout out to Roar for the idea. Challenger's Cave, we can't do, that's a dud. Mistralton Cave. No way I get the... I was gonna say, no way, it's too slow, but whatever. The Victory Road spot. This is Ferroseed and Clink. Okay, apparently there is a Boulder spawn inside of Mistralton Cave. However, it might be deeper into the cave than I would like. There's one at Twist Mountain, I have to check. Victory Road. I know that inside of... This is Clink and Ferroseed. I know that. I played enough Pokemon to understand that. And if I head down here... I don't know what this is. This down here is, down that staircase is Joltik Dynamo. Let's see what this is. I don't remember what this is. If this is Ferroseed and something else, if this is Ferroseed... If it was just far from a PC and 100% Boulder spot, I think I would do this. If this is a mixture, it's not worth it. Someone says 100% Mistralton spot, but it's the entrance of the cave. It might be a fair bit annoying. It could be annoying on an Ironman. That's okay. But is it worth it? Let's go test. Thank you, Route, by the way. Let's go see. This Charging Cave, not Mistralton Cave. Oh, am I stupid? I am stupid. I see. I see. Okay, there is also one over here, I believe. If I'm not mistaken. The 100% at entrance of Charge Cave. I think it is. So I'd have to take this path. I'd have to head over to the west, the top northwest of the city. Surf up through this. It's really far from the PC. Yeah. Let's see. This might be the best option. There's no way. This is so far, actually. But we're looking for the best option. The house at the top left. Can you heal up at that? You can't. You heal there? You might be able to heal there. So yeah, if we continue, okay, northwest like this, it's up here is the entrance. Don't want to get to. Crustals also spawn there. This is so fucking hard. What the fuck? Can I heal here maybe? That'd be huge. That'd be nice. Fingertips. Okay, after walking through so much grass, the only way that this could be worth it is if I could like heal at this house and then maybe there's a chance, but I don't think there's a okay. I just thought that maybe there would be a trainer that this trainer heals. That's a big deal. I don't know if this will be relevant. Yeah, this is Chargestone Cave. Is there a Boulder spawn here? Is there not one here? Am I trolling? Is this just Phariseed? Am I at the wrong cave? Entirely? Chargestone Cave. I'm just trolling. I'm at the wrong cave. What? Wrong cave. Okay. I go here and then go to the Red Surf Dart. Okay, I fucked up. Whatever. Where is fucking Mistralton Cave? Go to the right of the house. I already cooked it. 9,000 hours. You can't get to Mistralton Cave from here? That's fucked up. Whatever. You're right there. Okay, I go back. We go back. Down? I'm so... House then east? Okay. But that's even further. Okay, let's probably... But this is a house to heal. Okay, let's try that. Someone said it's split though with... Is that spot split with Crustal or some shit? What's the meme? The Mistralton Cave is over here. I remember. This is the Axew Cave. I got it. Twitch plays Pokemon. Fuck. This is the Axew Cave, isn't it? Okay, it's the Axew Cave. My brain only knows this as the Axew Cave. Gotcha. Okay, let's hoard here. Let's see. Is it split? We see a boulder horde. That's huge. This might actually be the best spot. This is a crazy niche spot. Like crazy niche. For reference, I don't know if I'll pop repels here or just tank it. Look at this. I have to go from here over here, walk in this grass, come over here, and then I can heal. But you don't have to go all the way back to the PC. You can heal here. And the heal does charge your sweet scent. Not every heal does. That is a really interesting spot. I feel like only an Ironman would do like farm here. This is a really, really weird spot. Let's go ahead and try to hoard. It might be split with another Pokemon. I need to test more. But if it's 100% Boulder, this is definitely the best spot. But let's test more. This might be it, boys. This might be the spot. We got to frisk. Let's switch to Weavile. This might be the spot. I don't know if I have Crustle on my deck, so I can't. We got a pickpocket. It's an Everstone. This might be the spot. Oh, that's so good. What a weird. This was thanks to so many people in chat helped me find this. This was such a niche one Everstone. Do you know how long it took me to get this other Everstone? I got this one in 3 hordes. Bro, this other Everstone took me like 30 to 40 minutes. I'm not joking. To like rocks. It was insane. To rock smash and Kanto for it. If I could get 10 Everstones an hour, I will be in absolute bliss. I will be like so happy. What a niche thing to have to know about and worry about. Thank you, chat. And we found it, boys. We fucking got him, boys. Oh my goodness, this is amazing. This is amazing. It's gonna change the Everstone game. Everstone hype? I'm so fucking hyped for Everstones. Give me another. That's immediately. I just got 2 Everstones in 2 minutes. This is a game changer. I just got 2. That's insane. This is crazy. I've never been this excited over a fucking Everstone, but I am, dude. Because we had to like run around forever trying to find a spot. This is amazing. This is a game changer for the account, and it's an Everstone fucking farming spot. Holy shit, dude. This is so sick. I don't think it's split, man. I don't think it's split. I think it's only Boldor. Packing excited over rocks? I am. New meta? No, Night Shadow, no. Oh, you were wrong. It's not a split spot. Yeah. Yeah, plus this spot is not split. This is actually a good spot. This is like actually, you could pop repels here to make it less annoying. I'm getting so many frisks. Some of them are going to be hard stones, I believe. I should actually catch a Boldor to have it in my Pokedex. This is amazing. This is genuinely amazing. This is going to change the ability to breed and make Pokemon in the account. This is so sick. This is better than I could have asked for, honestly. Get a lot of damage. Okay. So, okay, only one of them didn't touch me. I actually should know which one. I didn't pay attention. If I paid attention, I actually could know. I think is it this one? He dodged my thief because of mud slap accuracy lower? That's fucking toxic. Holy shit. What's the endgame goal? I have a big list. Here's all my goals. The endgame goals include... Also, watch the progress series. Not to... It's all explained there. If you type !Ironman, I think there's a... Episode 1 goes over it. My favorite... The thing that I'm the most excited for in this series... is going for the RP items. The only way to get RP on the account is... I just put that in the wrong folder. Fuck. The only way to get RP is by winning catch events or PvP tournaments. And I think that's... So, like, getting, like, the XP re-amplifier, like, a really useful item. It's, like, really hard. That's the stuff I'm the most excited for. I'm trying to run from that. Alpha Weavile, Alpha catch, Alpha spawn. The Weavile might have been caught in episode 3, which is not out yet, Brownie. Can get rid of the notepad document. Dude, the first episode it's insane, Flap. I hope the second episode holds up a bit, but it's crazy, dude. And for the raid, Ghost, I appreciate it, dude. Thank you. What's up? Thank you. I'm gonna try to not pop repels here. It might be super annoying, but I'm gonna try. How's Ironman going? Amazing. We just unlocked fucking Everstone farming. What a weird spot to have to do it at. Honestly, the revival herbs, that's fucking true. That's actually based. What do the Everstones do for breeding? They 100% guarantee a nature passing over, which is the nature is the most important thing in a breed. I update the list at the end of each episode for the Ironman series. So like you see my yeah. That's why I haven't updated it yet. Dude, it's really the only sad thing about it, JW Tree, is that I miss Team Mister, and I miss like that's being on the Ironman account. I'm not really like and I wasn't, to be fair, I was already like, you know, focused on content and stuff. But it's really fun. It's a really fun way to fucking play Pokemon. It's so fun, man. Just catch a shiny Boldor. True. Of those regions. Beat them at some point, but I did 3 regions in like 2 weeks. I'm not in a rush to do more. I'll probably do 1 soon though. Soak Netball does not still work. That was nerfed a few months ago. I appreciate it. It's a good question. It's a hard thing to like find a quick answer on. Good question to ask in stream. Another frisk. Maybe Usopp. If I love Team Mister, I will always love Team Mister. If they needed to kick me for inactivity, I would understand. Hopefully it doesn't come to that, but I get it. The real meme is, I've thought about this. It's a weird. There's not a great solution. The meme would be like, maybe I would promote someone to be the lead. Like, there's a world where I promote someone else to be the leader of the Iron Man team, and then I just join Team Mister on the Iron Man account if they're okay with that. That would be like the if that ever happens, yada yada yada. It might still, the frisks are really common. It might be worth like, the mud slaps are so annoying. It might be worth to if I don't get the pickpocket, just run. Now the real question comes down to, I have to like hone this strat from scratch. Is it actually worth to go around and thief all of them if the pickpocket is not triggered? I don't know if it is. I think it might actually just be because the mud slaps lower my accuracy, as you can see, which is a huge pain in the butt, and it costs me more HP on my Weavile. The frisks seem decently common. The Everstones might be like pretty common. It might actually be better for me to just go ahead and frisk lead, switch over to Weavile, hope for the pickpocket, and then if I don't get it, just like leave the fight and try again. That might be the more efficient option, but I don't know if that's too troll. Because the mud slaps are brutal. Invested in accuracy EVs, yeah. It's really rough. I was gunning to maybe I should have gone HP EVs on this, and I think I thought about it, but I ended up not, because I could also use this as a PvP Weavile, which is like kind of what's gentle, but like I still kind of could. Not, you know, it's a big hit, but there's a lot of things to consider here. A lot of things to consider. Balloon for mud immunity. I like the idea. The problem is that I would get headbutt and then it would pop the balloon, and then I'd be running through a ton of air balloons that I don't have. Defense nature, yeah. Am I gonna watching hallucination? Oh, was that you at the theater? Dude, it's a really good movie. I think it really comes down to your stepson, I guess, right? Like, I don't know. It could be fucked up or it could be amazing. It really does. Like, it just depends. If your stepson seemed like fine after and like not scared, you probably did a good job, you know? Hell yeah. Maybe a little scared is fine, but speaking of Final Destination, it's a good movie, dude. Okay, yeah, like Hearthstone. I feel like that's like kind of worth it. Just like, could lead Claydol to a hard of swapping. The problem is that's so much work to crit Claydol for this, and but then I can't frisk either. This feels like a lot of. I respect the. You guys are really thinking it through. I think I just need a tankier Pickpocketmon at one point. Are there other species that get Pickpocket? Play for the rest of the regions. Beat them eventually. Kind of a boring answer, but Ironman is not an official thing, unfortunately. There's no like in-game icon. That's the dream. Yeah, I wish they. Yeah, no, yeah. I should have read the first message, Lion. Exactly. I could technically try to pay attention and like see which ones attack me. That's so much. I don't want to be like I don't want to have to full focus Everstone farm. That sounds like a nightmare. I pretty much like aggressively agreed with your Princess Mononoke review, Clarko. I mean, I don't like personally fully agree, but I pretty agree with it. What the fuck happened? My biggest problem with Princess Mononoke was that it was too short, and like to a point where it actually hurt the film. I still gave it an 8 out of 10. No, you gave it a 9 out of 10 or like a 4, you know. Princess Mononoke is amazing, but the biggest problem is that it unironically is rushed, which is crazy because it's like such like a 3-hour movie or some shit, isn't it? It's like not short. It's 2 hours and 13 minutes, but I feel like it should have been like 4 hours. I feel like it needed a lot more time to talk about the themes and like resonate with stuff and like go into more depth. But it's obviously it's easy to focus on like the one negative or one, you know, in my opinion, obviously. Maybe just my big net takes very little damage, which is nice. This thing's hella tanky here. I still need to level up my Weavile as well to level 100. That will help once it's leveled up. Alpha Shift Tree. That's a thank you, Sincerity. Good fucking. How did you know that off the top of your head? That's crazy. That's really impressive. Okay. That's cool. Yeah, that's a cool option. In the future, I'll keep an eye out for for Alpha Nuzleaf or Alpha Shiftry. Apparently that's another pickpocket Pokemon. That and Weavile are the only two. That's a bulkier one. That would actually be nice to have an Alpha. I'll have to keep an eye out for Alpha Nuzleaf / Alpha Shiftry. Sorry if I thanked one chatter and missed like other ones who said the same thing. Sorry about that. Is it HA in the game? Oh, they're not even in the game yet. That's why. Okay, gotcha. Yeah, hidden ability Shiftry is not a thing yet. That would be really good for the Ironman account. Release hidden ability Shiftry. I'm just saying. Wink, wink. Why was GG's, man? Twitch just broke me. At Patrouski, my friend just told me he proposed to his long-term girlfriend and she said yes, and my reply was GG's, man. Twitch has broken me. Maybe a little bit, okay? But that's kind of based. You should have said, like, at least you didn't say Poggers or like PogChamp. Like, that could have been worse. No, it's not Kyle's. We were just checking. Hell yeah, dude. Move over right now. Which will also slow level play to pick up all those people that would not need. My response is gone. You do both, Crypto J. You do both. You lead Frisk Thief, and then I fucking teleported, chat. I'm bad at the video game. Fuck. Gotta get rid of. Okay, that's fine. Yo, true, Brewski, spitting facts. I'm gonna grab this while I'm here then. If we're gonna fuck up anyway. Bug Buzz. For this spot specifically, we mostly do the pickpocket, but that's, yeah, kind of spot dependent. This is a pretty niche, like, Iron Man only thing for the most part. We grab this as well. Dreamer is throwing, true. Correct, Giga Chad. We're on BMX bikes. True, Clarko loves BMX, dude. I don't know why this is such a funny meme to me. What's okay? Wait, what? Ferrari's an Italian car, right? Ferrari, place of origin. Ferrari Latin is Portuguese, and what the? Ferrari originally from Italy. Okay, it's an Italian. Okay, the problem is that might catch some strays. I like rage. Clarko rage baits me. He's a bit. What if I start saying like, oh, I love that Clarko recently drove that European car, the Britopian. Wasn't it really? Is it cool to drive in the same exact car the Queen once probably drove? In the Ferrari? Is that too? The problem is the problem is other car guys will also get mad. Yeah. The problem is that like. The problem is it's gonna rage bait too many people. I only want to hit Clarko. You think the Queen was driving? You fucking better have, bro. Gotta earn your keep. I'm sorry, that's really dumb. Anyways, we do have a movie Trowski take. Pretty simple movie Trowski take today, dude. I'm getting so many Everstones. This is so insane. I've unironically gotten 4. I know I'm just sorry. Won't shut up about this. I've gotten 4 Everstones in the time it took me to get half of the time it took me to get the 1 Everstone. This is such a game changer. I need to test the Everstones per hour. I don't think it's even lucky. I think it's just like they're just common. No one's farming them like this. Yo, that's based, Zach. Don't make me respect Britopians, okay? That's based. Dude, much love to you, Research Bear. And like all these, like, I think this is just like they're just common. She was a mechanic. That's fucking. Stop making me actually think the Queen is based. God damn it! Just lie. Ignorance is bliss. No, that's pretty cool. No pickpocket there. Only one of them didn't hit me. Probably not worth to do the. I probably should just leave. if I don't get the pickpocket. But I get another chance if I stick around. One of them has an item. I could pay attention, I guess. God, paying attention is so crazy, though. A shiny boulder is a beautiful shiny I don't have. But this one and this one iron defensed. This is so nerd emoji, though. If I start paying attention, front right, I fucking missed the mud slap. Hey, good luck to your turn. My accuracy is probably like -5. It's -3. I'm just getting out. Wait, did it hit me? Did I get the pickpocket? Does mud slap not make contact? Wait, that's so cringe. I'm trolling. Get me out of here. Get their status boost. That's kind of fucking smart. Okay, wait, based. It's 100% the front. That was smart. Good call, Zyla. Yeah, Mick, I kind of agree. Just the fish, because I feel like the frisks are really common. I think the best strat is just pickpocket and leave. I count them, like, if someone asks me how many shinies I have, I usually say, like, oh, I have like 50 OT shinies, but one of those is a catch event and like 4 of those are alt accounts. That's usually how I usually say all of that. But if I'm on PokeMMO Zone, those definitely don't count as OT if they're not like, if you're like logging to a leaderboard, they have to be caught on the, it's very strict, you know? Good question. I haven't heard about rematch. Someone's, okay, Park's gotcha. Like late all. Yeah, but I feel like that would, is it really worth, maybe it is. I don't know. I need to like unbind fly as well, so I don't accidentally fly, which is scary. Or Mimi. We do have a quick movie Patrouski take. We'll do here in a quick sec. Let me get healed up first. I only have 3 clips for the stream recap. It's actually like really funny how many of the clips on stream now just end up being Ironman stuff. Did you ever see my movie Doom on Discord? The movie you sent me yesterday? Definitely fucking not. Not to like, dude. I have a lot of movies on my to-do list that I get to them when I get to them. I did not watch the movie you recommended me yesterday. No. Which one were you, the old boy one? Which one did you? There was old boy. Someone linked me fucking Death Note. Was that you? Did you link me the Death Note live action? That is not on my watch. I should put it on my watch list because I like watching bad movies. Bad movies are good when you don't like know what movie to watch. Okay, Mist is fucking secret memes. Mist is like doing some crazy shit. Shut up. Yo, but you're fucking cooking, Mist. Honestly, Mist, you're probably right. This probably is worth it. Just because it would be so comfy. You might be spitting facts, Mist. This would streamline the hunt so much. That's kind of based. I'm gonna like really keep that in. That might be a Friday off. That might be a Friday meme, Miss. What am I not? Okay, you're spitting facts, but come on, you can't spit so many facts you get a bit head, okay? But you kind of can if you spit fuck. Whatever. I appreciate you, Miss. That was like the way you explained it all, Miss, was so good, so clear. Back over here. Love to do Aura Farm. He kind of does. Okay, let me All right, we got a quick movie Patrouski take today. Your favorite stream recap segment or your least favorite, depending on who you ask. If you don't know, my name's Patrouski. You probably should know that. I've been really into movies recently. I don't know a whole lot about movies, but I like movies. I've been watching a lot. I probably watched like at least one movie a day on average, and then I watch like 3 movies a day on the weekends. Like I usually watch like 12 movies a weekend, so watching a lot of movies. Do I know a lot about them? Not really, but I just enjoy it. I'm getting into it without trying to be a pretentious cringe only watches 50s samurai films. So let's get into it. We watched Final Destination Bloodlines with my wife in the theater. She did have to look away for a few moments, which was understandable because this movie had some of the most insane, I think the most insane death in the entire series. I'm not going to say anything about it because I don't want to spoil anything. Is it still in theaters? Very good movie. I really just love Final Destination. It's actually like a huge, the series is so cool to me and so good. I think horror movies, I actually used to hate horror movies growing up, but they've really grown on me because horror movies can have some of the best like stories in media, but I don't I don't love, it's funny, I don't love a lot of the gore and a lot of like the like scary elements, which is like a lot of what you'd think of Final Destination as like a, you know, crazy ways to die sort of simulator. But no, they're actually like is a beautiful lesson to the whole point of Final Destination is a reminder you can't escape death. That like, you know, one day it's going to happen and to not be afraid of it and to like, it's kind of a grim, you know, message, but like it's still an important one and still kind of a beautiful one in my opinion. I'm also hitting boulders, one sec. But I think this one was really, really good. As someone who I actually watched all the Final Destinations within the past few weeks or so. I watched 1 and 2, gave them both 4.5 ratings. Loved 1 and 2. 1 and 2 are amazing. 3 and 4 are terrible. I would straight up skip them. Like 3 and 4 are not worth watching. They are almost entirely theater bait when 3D movies were really big. That's the best way to describe them. 3 and 4 are really not good. But the lead actress of 3, I think, is Ramona Flowers from Scott Pilgrim, and more importantly, the love interest in Sky High. So some people will watch for that fact, which is understandable. Now, this movie's really good. Final Destination, horror movies do this thing a lot where the first 2 movies are amazing and then like 3 and 4 are terrible. That's exactly what Final Destination did. But then 5 was also really good, and this is number 6 in the series. I think this is the best one in the series by far. Like, which is actually kind of crazy because they took a long break from it. When they actually put a budget into these movies, they're so good. Obviously, it's a lot of gore and a lot of like tough things to watch. You know, it's not for everybody. But it's a really good movie. It's a really good movie, a really good Final Destination if that's your cup of tea and you like that sort of thing. To wash down the Final Destination, I went home and I watched Tangled with my wife for the first time. She's already seen it, but Tangled was cute. I don't have anything like super. I don't have much to add to Tangled. It was just cute and like a pretty creative retelling of Rapunzel, like creative and interesting and fun. That's it. That's the whole movie Patrouski take. Kind of a whatever, you know, take, you know, sort of thing. Kind of a boring movie Patrouski, but you know what? I don't have much to say about I wasn't invested in Tangled. It's a good movie. It's honestly very, very good. And it's a great movie. I just I don't have a whole lot to add to Tangled for sure. Simple to movie Patrouski. I feel like I stumbled a lot on. I don't know. The problem is it's really hard to talk about Final Destination without spoilers. I think that's the thank you, Mist, for the 27 months. Thank you. Also, I think this is a rare. People don't mind this movie Patrouski take because I just gave both movies a 4-star and a 4.5. The problem is if you review a movie positively, even if it's a hated movie, you don't really get that much hate. You know, most people don't care. If you rated Going Overboard, the first ever Adam Sandler movie, a 5-star, that would be fucking unhinged. I love Adam Sandler, but that would be fucking unhinged, right? But you wouldn't catch much hate for that on the internet, in my opinion. What did you watch? I did. Well, the odds are 100% because I did watch it already. The reason I watch so many movies in the theaters right now is because for my birthday, my wife got both of us a movie pass where we pay like $20 monthly. And then we can go see like 1 movie per day for free. And movie tickets are like $15 a piece. Like it's a really good, if you want to watch a lot of movies, it's actually a really, really good deal. You have to just watch enough movies or care about that for it to matter. But it's been really fun, man. I never really went to the movie I always love the movie theaters, but I never really went that much growing up. It's just kind of expensive. And I've been going a lot recently. It's so fun, dude. So for reference, we've had the pass for one. I think she just got charged for her second month yesterday. So we've had the pass for 1 month essentially, and we watched Final Destination Blood. Well, I'm gonna count Final Destination Bloodlines in theaters. That's movie number 1. Lilo and Stitch the live action in theaters. Movie number 2. I'm going through my movie list. Going through 28 Days Later, a re-showing. That's movie number 3. Friendship, movie number 4. Wolf Children, which we would have never watched otherwise. Movie number 5. We're not even done yet. 5. Thunderbolts, movie number 6. Sinners, movie number 7. And then I feel like there's one more. Maybe that's it. We've watched like 7 movies in theaters in the past month. What did I do here? Am I trolling? I'm trolling. Oh my god. What's up? You jump scared me. Speaking of the wife, the movie wife. What's up? How you doing? Thunderbolts is actually good. As someone who like, I don't want to say hates Marvel, but like kind of hates Marvel. Thunderbolts is really, really good. Like I gave it a 5-star, which might be kind of high. Why did I do this? Whatever. I'm trolling these fights. I haven't gotten into the muscle. I have no muscle memory of this is the problem. Biggie back in the theater. That's fucking amazing. No, honestly, we haven't snuck any food into the theater. I know, goody two shoes. And honestly, we kind of can't at this theater because this theater, it's a bougie theater. They have fucking waiters that come into the theater, and is it a chain? Can I like say the name of it? It's a really cool movie theater memer. I just don't know if it doxes us. I don't want to. I can't find it. I don't think it's big. I'm not gonna say whatever. It's a movie theater where you like go and you order. It's like a restaurant too. You like order food like on like a little like slip of paper, and you like press a button and they come out and get it to you. And they have waiters. Yeah, they have waiters and you like order food. It's fucking dope. It's ICUP. No, I actually see UP. That's not the name of the place though, but that's funny. Movie Tavern. No, we're not gonna just name it. But that's yeah. Also just like yeah. But it's really fucking base, bro. It's a cool theater. And so we haven't been able to. I'm not gonna sneak anything in because number one, we get the movies so cheap. I'd rather just support the support the waiters and give them a little living wage like we talked about earlier. And then what's it called? How are you gonna? It's probably also not to like. I'm not just being like selfless. Selfishly, it's probably really hard to sneak food into a theater where they have a waiter that comes around and checks on you like that. That's probably extra tough, So. What's up? I can, whenever. Little does he know he's unmuted. That would be really funny if I was like, like you guys were, I was like unmuted. That would be very funny. That would be very funny. All right. Alrighty, fellas, a little bit of a shorter stream today. Only been live for about 4 hours or so. But we have the streamathon coming up this Saturday, so make sure to check that out. I'm gonna go ahead and call it for today, fellas. Thank you guys so much for watching this stream. I really fucking do appreciate it. Like the stream if you enjoyed it. Dislike if not. Subscribe to the YouTube channel for daily PokeMMO videos. I do upload every single day. I stream Monday through Thursday on Twitch at 12 p.m. ET. Discord's down below if you're interested in that. And if you want to go above and beyond and support the channel, support the Ironman project, support the streams, you know what? YouTube memberships and Twitch subs are nice, but if you can afford it and you want to get some awesome food, Factor is the best way to do it, boys. Factor is the best way to support. It's super amazing, super powerful, and they allow me to do a lot of content, and they just make amazing food. It's really a win-win-win. Check out Factor, give it a shot. Link in the description. I recommend it. And for that, I'll see you guys later. I'll see you Saturday. Peace, fellas. Alrighty, fellas, we're gonna raid someone on Twitch. I appreciate the fucking... That was a good stream, man. It was an up and down, you know? It was a crazy little fucking wacky adventure, for sure. But what stream? What? It was a Patrouski stream. It was a Patrouski stream, and I'm honest about that. True, Shuckle. I'm gonna find someone to raid really quick on Twitch. If you want to stick around or join the Twitch stream just to raid someone and spam smiley faces, it is appreciated. What's the Gamba? Will I get a shiny today? Ooh, Turbo Doubters win. Turbo Doubters. I didn't know that was a Gamba, but I love it. We're gonna go raid. Spelled right. Double check. Okay, we should be good. Alrighty. I'll see you guys later. Have a good one. Bye.